We are back. Part of the doubleheader, guys. We're here with Alpha Male Strategies, aka AMS, man. We're going to talk about money, alpha money strategies. Let's get into it, guys.
Let's go.
And we are back. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast, man. It's Money Monday on a Tuesday, guys. We're here with AMS, man. We're going to be talking about money. Yesterday, we had the episode, and I was like, you know what, man? We talked a lot about, getting your money on point, becoming a high-value man, but we can't, have an episode tell you how to become high-value man without actually teaching you guys how to make the goddamn money. So, quick announcement before we get into the show, guys. Patreon.com/FreshFit. Get all the behind-the-scenes content there. Also, guys, check us out on Spotify, Google, and our podcasts. Every single platform you guys listen to podcasts, we are there. Link is below. It's anchor.fm/freshfit. Also, check us out on freshfitpodcaststore.com to get the merch, t-shirts, hoodies, all that stuff is there. And we got another YouTube channel called Fresh Fit Clips, guys. On there, we post clips from the show. We post 2 clips per day on that channel. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel, man. 76% of the people that watch that channel are not subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe. Help us hit 500K on that one so that we can rub it into our haters. And then also, Fresh got a vlog channel.
Guys, for lifestyle, man, for vlogs as well. Check out the vlog channel. 100K on the way. Let's go.
Great charisma. And then, guys, also check me out on Fed1811. I just dropped an episode actually literally like 2 hours ago on Paid in Full. I gave you guys the real story on that between, Rich Porter, Alpo Martinez, the Preacher Crew, all that stuff. I documented it with, what actually went down, the kidnapping, all that stuff, how Rich Porter was killed. I documented all that for y'all. And I reacted to a documentary in that. So check it out, man, on Fed1811. Obviously, after this episode, not right now, goddammit, but go check it out. We premiered it a couple hours ago, but you go check it out after this one. It was really good for all you guys that love Paid in Full, which is a great movie, came out in 2002. Go check it out. But other than that, man, AMS, man, welcome back. What's up, brother? We're happy to have you, man. And thank you so much for coming back and doing this.
No problem, brother.
Guys, I was the other thing too is I want to ask him hey, man, are you busy? Can you come and do one more show with us on money? Because obviously you have a book as well, Alpha Money Strategies, which these motherfuckers need to buy and read. Everyone wants to read the one on bitches, but
no, exactly right.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself real quick to the people that may not know, and then give us a quick little, intro to your book?
Alpha Male Strategies. I'm a dating coach. I have 3 books out, 2 on dating, 1 on purpose. Formerly was a personal trainer. Got into this dating space and pretty much found out a lot of guys are trying to take a shortcut to success with women.
Yeah,
they are more focused on 100 approaches a day instead of making yourself you have to look at yourself as a product, right? You have to look at yourself as a product. And if you have a good product on display, it sells itself. Mm-hmm. And a lot of guys don't understand that. And so when I came into the space, I saw a lot of guys thinking of it backwards, as in more of a pickup game instead of a better approach, a high value approach to it. And so that's how I made my niche into the game and teaching guys to become high value, and had a lot of success with it.
Damn.
And it's funny because you started with the dating stuff all the way. Mm-hmm. But you also have a money side as well, because my thing is levels to it, right?
Right.
First, you come in, you master how to talk to women.
Right.
You level up, okay, what's the next step?
Right.
Maybe fitness as well, regarding mindset. And then also as well money, because you need to be like a full package, like you said before. So
right.
Very
well,
important.
The thing is, what guys need to understand is that women are good, right? That's all. Sex is good. But guys need to understand that if you take a look at my approach, it's more about being happy single in yourself and letting women be the product. If you look at everything I teach, from the choosing signals to being on your purpose, my life is around not revolving your life around women. It's not about who gonna bang the most chicks. It's about being happy in yourself, having hobbies, being on your purpose, having things to do outside of women, to learn how to go out and not make women. Me and you guys should be able to go out and not folk. Now we old, of course we is, but 20 years ago, if we went out, the first thing we thinking girls.
Yeah.
Why can't we just go out and have a good time amongst these brothers?
Yeah.
And not everything be focused on women.
Yeah.
And so what I was trying to teach guys is that when you revolve your life around women, you're never going to, because nothing is never enough. So if you slept with 5 women this week, you're still thinking about the 5 you didn't sleep with. So it's never going to be enough. So what I try to teach guys is you have to find happiness in your purpose, in hobbies, having friendships with brothers and stuff like that, to where you don't need women in your life. These guys' life revolve around women. When I was in my 20s, early 20s, I always jumped from relationship to relationship because I couldn't be happy single. So in my early 20s, I would break up with one girl. We break up 2-3 weeks later, I got a whole new relationship. Yeah. Because I couldn't be single. Yep. Had no purpose, had no hobbies. So the thing what I'm trying to teach guys is you're never going to be happy like that because there's never going to be enough women.
Yeah. And I think what you just said just now is extremely powerful as far as the never being satisfied with women. So you might as well not even go down that route. I know so many guys, man, they have lay counts in the hundreds or whatever it may be. And they still constantly go after girls. And the thing is that they base their happiness and their completeness off of getting girls, getting their notch count up, whatever. And the problem is that that feeling is fleeting. You're not you're never going to get that sense of accomplishment chasing after girls. And I went on a very viral rant on this where I basically was saying, like, your value as a man is not determined by the amount of bitches that you can fuck. Your value as a man is determined on what you create. And then the byproduct is the women want to come and fuck. That's the difference. And a lot of guys don't understand that women are supposed to be a byproduct and not the product. You're the fucking product. The woman is supposed to come and try to consume you because you sell yourself.
Right. Well, so let's look at this. Yeah. You got 24 hours in a day.
Yep.
You work 8 hours a day. You sleep 8 hours a day. So what are you doing with those other 8 hours? So women become that source of that 8 hours is what you need that to fill because you got 8 hours that's free. You slept 8 hours, you worked, or you work and went to school 8 hours. Yeah. So what we gonna do in that other 8 hours? So we chase women to entertain us. Yeah. So you could have been spending that time bettering yourself, enjoying your hobbies, than chase and tell. And that's why I try to teach guys that you're never going to find happiness with that because you got those other hours out the day and you got the weekend. So what are you going to do with that? You're going to chase women? What I'm telling you right now, if you go, it's like you said, it's fleeting. It's a void. Yeah. It's never going to be enough.
You know, it's funny. The guys in school, like the nerds, the guys that weren't that popular, they had no choice but to work on themselves because they weren't getting any play. Right. So they focus on studying, focus on improving their mindset, focus on improving, like, you know, social skills on some level. And what happened was they got better jobs, started making more money, and then women came as a byproduct of that. But they didn't focus on women all the way. But think about it. The guy, the jock in school, the guy that had all the girls, he had like 7 kids, 5 kids already. Right. And he's now screwed because he's stuck in that environment. So you're right, bro. You gotta level up.
Right. The other thing I was going to say, just to add a little bit more credence to what you're saying, as far as like women is never going to be a source of happiness. The other thing too is that not only is it not going to be a source of happiness, it's going to lead you more likely to a sense of frustration. Yes. Because going after girls, we all know what it takes to get a lot of girls. It takes a lot of time.
Take a lot of time.
You need to work a lot of volume. You need to be taking a lot of shots. You need to be out there cold approaching, hitting girls on Instagram, hitting girls on dating apps. You need to be doing a lot of to work a lot of volume. It takes a ridiculous amount of work. You know what I mean? So what's going to happen is not only are you putting all your eggs into a basket to try to derive happiness from this creature that quite frankly can't give you the happiness, but also you're dealing with a creature that is flaky and fickle in nature. Right. So it's like, it's a double whammy. You're burning the candle at different ends of the spectrum because not only are you chasing out something that ain't going to make you happy, you're also going down a dark path of frustration that's inevitable dealing with girls long term.
Right. And let's take my life story, for instance. Let's go back to the basement. Okay. I banged a lot of chicks in the basement, broken all, but in the day I'm in a basement. So you can't do both. You can't be successful and chase women. You can't do both. It wasn't until I put my focus, put the bitches on the side, and went after it. I lived in the gym. That's how I became successful. And so the point being is,
trainer.
Right. So the point being is, guys, the part about becoming successful, the women is not, that's a byproduct of it, but the part about being able to have fun in your life, doing the hobbies you want to do, being able to travel and do the things you want to do. And I'm much more happier now, and I'm banging nowhere near the bitches, because all I was obsessed with women in the basement. Yeah. So of course you're going to sleep with a lot of women. Which one of y'all think I'm happier with now? Living the life I live now, banging 1/10 of the bitches I used to bang, or being on my purpose and just having a couple of chicks? See what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's the thing when I'm trying to teach guys, that having 100 chicks and not having no purpose in life is not going to bring you more happiness than being on your purpose and sleeping with less chicks. I'm telling you right now, your purpose is going to win out any day of the week.
Man.
Absolutely.
Well
And
said.
for some of you guys that are wondering, he's not talking about a basement where he used to murder women. He's talking about a basement when he used to live in Brooklyn when he first moved to New York, where the money wasn't up, guys. And you were how much money were you making back then when you were living in the basement?
If I worked every night, $30K.
$30K a year.
That's what I made.
In New York City.
In New York City.
And what year was this?
This is in 2011, 2012.
Oh fuck!
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's nothing in New York City, guys.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. So I had to live in a basement
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, and even though I was getting a discount, she was charging me half. It was the biggest shithole in the platform. It was the biggest shithole, man. I mean, the water pipe would leak down. It was a shithole. I didn't have the credit to move.
Yeah.
Because New York, you gotta have a good credit score.
Yeah.
Even if you got the money, you gotta have a great credit score.
Yeah.
So I didn't even have the even if I had the money to move, I couldn't move because I didn't have the credit. So man, it was just a shithole. So so to come up from that, man, it humbles me. And if I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you can't put the bitches to the side for a year to work on yourself or longer, if you can't put it, I ain't saying become a monk for a year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't become a monk. Socialize on the weekend, but Monday through Friday, just be on your grind and leave the women alone.
So in Barbados, there's a gap called the Gap, and it's a tourist area, right? And in this gap, I would go to party with friends all the time, and there's this guy that was always there, older guy. He just sit on the bench, look sad. I'm like, what's up with this guy? Anyhow, one of these days that we were out partying, whatever, my friends still left. I was about to leave. I was on my motorcycle. I stopped sitting on the bench. He's like, man, I see you're here all the time. I see what you do, go back and forth. I'm like, yeah, just having fun, dealing with tourists, whatever. And he's like, well, young man, I'm gonna give you some advice. This is what happened to me. I spent my whole life chasing women, right? Back and forth from Canada to the States to the UK. And I'm here today, still homeless, doing nothing. I'm like, wait, why are you telling me this? He's like, I'm telling you this to say it just to be short that you're gonna have choices in life, right? Either you can focus on women or yourself. Now, at that point, I didn't listen because, like, you know what, this guy's just crazy, whatever. But listen to you talk, it's like, yo, he's right though. If you focus on women, for the most part, it's like, okay, that's your direction, that's where you're going. If you focus on yourself, you can get out as a byproduct. So that's a very good point.
Right, and the byproduct is the thing I want to get guys out their mind is because I keep saying the byproduct. I don't want your success to be for women. That's good. But that's just distant byproduct. I'm talking about your happiness in yourself and being on your purpose. So even if all you guys gonna grind to just get rich or make some money, is so then, oh, well, he said I get some money, then cool, that's fine. But the point being is I want you guys happy within yourself to which you can travel and do things and not have to stress about healthcare and not stress about bills and have a 12-month savings and building for your future and things like that. The women are way in the back byproduct. I'm talking about your happiness.
Bam. All right. So I'll read the chats real quick, guys. So that right there, we covered like the importance, right, of getting on your shit and like
putting yourself first,
and how like chasing after women, chasing ass, as AMS would say, is not. It's a short-term solution to a long-term problem, and quite frankly, it's not going to give you the fulfillment and the long-term happiness that you want. And the days of finding that fulfillment through a marriage, niggas, that's done. That shit is over. If some of you guys are trying to chase and find a wife, that's a L. I love my French family. French toast props do. Thank you so much. $5. And then we got $20 here from Marriage Causes Divorce. Imagine Myron getting divorced. Every family court judge would be desperate to get his case. They would all want to punish the punisher. He would definitely get Frank Castle and lose his home. New show, fresh, no fit. Yeah, no, I would definitely not get married. That's very dumb. And honestly, I don't think any high net worth individual should get married at all. Like, unless you want to get children and you got like a fucking iron. Why get married with the state? Like, hey, we're together.
Prenups don't matter no more, brother.
Prenups even can still fuck you up.
Yeah,
so,
damn.
Even with a prenup, man, I mean, just don't do it with the state.
Yeah.
Find a way to not do it where the state is involved. Imagine Fresh getting divorced. He would lose his Lambo collection. Pookie, Ray, Chad, Ahmed, and the BBC gang go and get blessed by his excellent new Lambo collection. That they're not your Lambos, Fresh. It's just your turn. All right, fantastic. Three Diglets. Happy birthday to Jonathan Hogu's little bro. Okay. Shout out to you, three.
Shout out to you, bro. Happy birthday.
AMS, do you use read receipts and iMessage? Do you recommend having them on or off for dating / business in general? Keep it with the great
I don't
work.
I don't do red receipts.
All right, guys. I think I'm the only one that does that.
I leave
shit.
it delivered.
You do that too?
No, I leave it delivered.
Yeah, delivered. I don't do red where you can see leave them on red. I don't do that.
You go see my Instagram stories. That's about it.
$5, Michael Meestroke. Okay. Tuition for game. Y'all about to drop. It's only right. Okay. And did we hit 800?
No, yeah.
We're almost there.
We're close.
Tuition for the game. Y'all about to drop. It's only right. Thank you so much, my friend. And that's from Anthony Lewis. And then after 1 mil, what's the next goal for you guys? Will the live show slow down after the 1 mil? Last thoughts. Very interesting super chat.
I think we're still deciding what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
We'll
definitely be a transition point, but we got some heat planned for you guys. Don't worry. DLC, I really want to know podcast, $100. Just saw yesterday's early show. AMS is a beast, a true OG. Shout out to Big Mo, Chris, Myron, and Fresh. Keep leading from the front, gentlemen. I appreciate that so much, DLC, man. OG in the game. And then Big T, thoughts on legal marriage. Maybe we could cover that a little bit here. Go a little bit into more detail on it on today's episode. And then TJ, $20. And guys, from this point forward, we're only going to read
20 and up.
20 and up. MS is on the Mount Rushmore. There is no question about that. That's a fact. $20 from Alvin Sam. Too many men simp over women without realizing the responsibilities that comes with it. All right, cool. And then Orlando Souza. What does it mean when your girl starts to talk about guys from her work? Yeah, that's not a good sign.
It could be a definite red flag for you. So.
Yeah, and then value and time, $5. Like the video. Let's get a haram. I got you guys because a lot of these hoes, especially that bitch from yesterday. Wait, you called that shit, bro.
Like, you can tell that energy, that feminine energy, boy. I can feel it.
Yo, you know what's crazy? It's funny because like you're an older guy, you know, very well versed with the ladies and shit, and you know, like 35 years old, like you on here, you just talking to talk, right? Like you're giving really, you know, animated long answers. Right. She tried to, I don't know if you guys noticed this, she tried to challenge a couple of the girls. Like one girl didn't want to reveal her age. Well, I don't know what you're like just like little things like that, you know. And obviously, as the oldest woman on the panel, she felt that she had to, you know, overcompensate to some degree, and this is common in older chicks. And when I told her like, yo, shut up, and she still kept talking, that's when it hit me. All right, this girl clearly throughout her life has gotten attention, has not been disciplined, has never been told shut up or punished or whatever it may be. You can always tell, bro, when a woman like lacks masculine authority in her life or doesn't have it anymore, never had.
The thing is, we gave her a lot of like chances, bro.
Yeah,
like, just like, yo,
but I knew
relax.
she was gonna stop. Yeah. She's a feminist type mindset. I could tell.
Yeah, I'm a free spirit. Yeah, you know,
I exist.
You know, I exist. Like,
she belongs to the street.
Give me your energy.
I love how girls have all these dumbass terms for just being a 304, bro. Like, all right. So,
wait, real quick. So the super chat was saying basically, for example, if a girl is talking about her coworkers at home, like constantly, what does that mean, MS?
A male coworker?
Yeah, male coworker.
Oh, she's trying to test you, making you jealous on that bullshit right there. So she on that childish shit. So she purposely trying to draw a reaction from you. Yeah, I would don't feed into that trolling shit. That's checking for insecurity. Okay. Yeah, don't get into that.
That's facts. Yeah, that's big facts. Speak insecure. All right, maybe we got some time at the show. This is a money show, goddammit. Yeah. Derek the Trader. Recently, Ben Affleck, 49, married J-Lo, 53. Why? For the love of God, why do high value men keep doing this to themselves? FNF, please help us understand this.
Wow. Oh, I'll tell you why that is.
Please.
When you are Ben Affleck and you probably done did all the women half your age and shit, he probably want a woman that's, he probably would never marry a woman that's 25, 20. He could. You know, Ben Affleck could if he wanted to. But he wants somebody that's more on the intellect level, somebody he can do, you know, he's on that mindset now. So that's what that's going to be about. Because it's one of those situations, you know, if Ben Affleck wanted a hot supermodel 10, 23-year-old chick, he could do it. But he wants somebody that's mentally there with him. That's what that is. And another thing, J-Lo done took care of herself, right? So, like, if you didn't know who J-Lo was and she walked in here right now, what'd you give her, 32, 30? If you didn't know nothing about her, what would you give her?
If you didn't know, you would assume she was in her 30s or 40s.
Yeah.
So Latina mama.
Yeah. So she done held up good. So all that goes into it.
I'll add another component too. I think just he has too much to lose at this point. So like getting random bimbo bitches and dealing with them and shit like that. So he's like, all right, listen, I'm going to establish myself with Jennifer Lopez. I already have a relationship with her. She knows me. She has something to lose. So if anything ever occurs between us, she's probably going to, you know, we're going to, because, you know, these celebs, there's a bunch of bullshit that happens that the tabloids never get a hold of. Right. She understands the importance of press and all that other stuff. And then on top of that, she has more status than he does. So he does benefit to a degree.
Yes. So
she
like
probably has a higher net worth. Yeah, she probably does have a higher net worth than him too.
How many husbands has she had, bro? It's like,
oh, bro, he's not fucking with her for like a sexual standpoint. He's gonna be fucking young bitches.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's just the placeholder. so that he can like do what he does, get some status off of it, and she has her own money. She ain't gonna embarrass him or whatever it may be. He has kind of a companion, but he ain't gonna be smashing her like that. He's gonna be still going after the 20-year-old.
I hope so. Yeah.
That's what I think.
That's the wife.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That's what I generally think is he's doing it. It's like a more of a business move for him, because at that level, bro, like with Me Too and all this other shit, it's like watching around like Amber Heard. Yeah, all right, J-Lo, you old as fuck, but you want to do this again, like
right. So that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, it's risk mitigation.
Yeah, so I agree with that.
Yeah,
that's a lot to lose. Yeah,
and she's attractive for
her age, and let's not discount the fact that he might just like her. You know, he might really like her.
You might, even though she had 304, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she been out there a few times.
She definitely
more rings than a Super Bowl.
Yeah, she definitely been out there, man.
Yeah,
goddamn.
So all right, so Amos, going into transitioning into the money part here. Can you tell people, you're really big on purpose. Can you tell people what is purpose and how do they find it?
Well, this is my definition. I'm like my own philosopher. I make on my own terms. So don't go read Einstein where Einstein said purpose is. So I'm going to give y'all my definition of purpose. I make up my own definition of it. Purpose to me is something that you can do that brings you joy and happiness that also benefits others.
Okay.
Bam.
That's my definition of purpose. What I do, I think I benefit, I make other people's life better. I think I did that as a personal trainer. I made good money having a security company, but I didn't ever consider that my purpose because I didn't see the benefit I really was doing for other people, bringing value to you.
Yeah.
Opposed to when I was training, I'm helping people. People got pains, ailments, stuff like that, unhealthy. So I'm bringing that value to their life. Now I'm bringing this value to guys' life. I'm helping y'all guys get laid. I'm helping you get in your purpose. How many guys, after they heard me, got on their purpose and then got in the gym? That makes me happy knowing that I brought value to you, that not only did I make myself some money, but you guys are making money listening to what I said.
Right.
So that's my definition of purpose.
And if I'm a young guy, let's say I'm like 17, 18, and you get this question all the time, how do I find my purpose?
Well, this is what I tell guys right here, man. You have to let your purpose find you. What, you gonna go get a flashlight looking for your purpose? It don't work. It don't work that way. My purpose found me. I had no idea I was gonna be a dating coach.
Yeah.
I had no idea I was gonna end up being a personal trainer. So all my life, I didn't even never knew about no purpose. First of all, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never knew nothing about no purpose to Corey Wayne. Shout out Corey Wayne. Put some respect on Corey name.
Facts,
Wayne
man. OG
Corey Wayne. To Corey Wayne, I always was taught you grind, you get on your grind and make your life something. It wasn't until listening to Corey Wayne, where Corey kept on talking about this purpose. And so I researched it, and I didn't really like the definition of what everybody else is saying. My definition of it is something that brings you happiness that benefits others. Bam. Right? And so, but that's something that just found me. That ain't something I searched for. That's something that just found me. Like now, and your purpose will change. Like your passion, what you got a passion for today might not be what you have a passion for 5 or 10 years from now. It'll change. You know what I'm saying? So my purpose has changed. It went from the fitness. When I first got into fitness, I sit there and I watch videos day in and day out.
Yeah.
Videos day in and day out.
Yeah.
About fitness. And then my passion on that waned to where it wasn't like it was when I first started in 2013.
Yeah.
So then, and so when I got into this, I made videos every day. And so now I don't make videos like that no more because my passion has changed into something else. I feel like I done bought pretty much everything I could bring to this.
Would you say that you mastered the craft? And you kind of like covered it?
Right. Yeah. Yes. That's pretty much what it is. And so your purpose will change and evolve. But for the guys out there, this is the best thing I can tell you, because I know a lot of guys don't know what their purpose is and stuff like this. What I would tell you is let your purpose find you, but be a responsible adult. That means you stay in school or you get a skill or whatever you need to do. Yeah. And you need to focus on being a responsible adult. I don't need none of you guys dropping out of school to become professional gamers because you think that's your purpose. I would never tell nobody that. I would never tell you to stop your job or going to school to become a YouTuber. That's not what you guys need to be responsible adults. Until you can make money off of it, it's just a hobby.
Bam.
Until you can make money off of it. You haven't figured out a way to make money off of it yet, it's just a hobby. So all you guys out there, stay in school, let your purpose find you. You never know when to be. Like, I figure like your purpose is the same thing about love. You have to let it find you. For all my guys who are into that.
Yeah.
If you want a wife or you want a girlfriend, you have to let it come to you. You can't go looking for it. You can't look for love. You can't look for your purpose.
So what are your thoughts? So you mentioned staying in school, and obviously, in this side of the internet, we talk a lot about school is a scam and school is bullshit, blah blah blah. But I do actually encourage guys go to college if they have a plan and they have some kind of job that's at the end of that's gonna be that's highly sought after, that you need, that it's in demand, especially that you can get a job as soon as you get out. Like if you major in like some bullshit like history,
right,
well, more than likely it's gonna be tough for you to find a job. But if you can major in something like engineering,
right,
or tech or something that's gonna get you a job, then it's fantastic, right? So what are your thoughts on school? Should guys pursue higher education? Should they not? What are your thoughts in general when it comes to higher education and at the higher level as well?
Well, I can tell you right off the bat, a lot of jobs don't care. This is crazy. If this is what they're talking about is a scam, a lot of jobs don't care if the degree is in what the job is actually applied for. Most jobs just say have a degree. So if you're a history teacher and you want to be,
true.
So
that's true.
So some jobs say they want a degree, even if it ain't got nothing to do with that. So if you have a passion to go and do something, like I used to love history and I used to love math. So if I was going to go to college, it would have been something in math, engineering or something like that, or history. I love history and I love math. So that's a passion of mine. So if you have a passion to do something, guys, to go to college and get higher education in it, do it. This is what I will tell you guys right here. For all the people and y'all guys know people who say that scams, college is a scam. They always, soon as they end that, they got, but buy my Get Rich Quick course for $19.99. I'm serious. And that's true. So college is a scam, this, that, and other. And then they come right behind, they got a course for you to buy to get rich quick. So you believe that you want to, guys. I'm going to tell you right here, the real world is real. And at the end of the day, you're going to have bills. And so if you want to be a security guard making $30,000 a year in New York City because you don't bring no value, you don't have no skill set, that's what's going to end up happening. All right. So I'm telling you right now, go to school, go get a skill, whatever you need to do. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if you can't bring no value, if you don't have nothing you could tell somebody, you're going to end up lifting something or being a guard or something that pays low. Go ahead.
People also forget as well, experience is a big factor as well for employers. So for example, you may not have like all the accolades per se. Let's say you have like an associates, but you have experience with that associates, it goes way further than just having a degree. So that's a good point.
Yes, experience goes a long way. But sometimes how you get that experience. So sometimes unless you don't know nobody, like if you got a hookup, you got hooked up or whatever. But a lot of jobs want you to already have 3 years experience. This degree, 3 years experience. How the hell I get the experience? You hear a lot of college graduates say, how do I get the experience when everybody say, you got to have this experience? Who gonna give me the damn experience? So, but at the end of the day, guys, like I say, man, this the real world out here. These some educated brothers right here. So if you want to take the tough road, you can. But I'm telling you right now, having a skill set, I started making 6 figures as a trainer because I had a skill set.
And I want to touch on that too, because you mentioned skills. Guys, skill doesn't necessarily mean you have to go and get a degree right now. What it means is that you can get into a trade. I think something that is extremely underrated that people don't talk about anymore is getting a trade, becoming an electrician, becoming a plumber, becoming a power lineman. We're going to bring Thor on here for y'all and talk about that. Like, these are all fantastic trades that sometimes don't require a degree that pay you well into the 6 figures, but no one wants to get their hands dirty or work these, landscaping.
Right.
These are all jobs that can pay quite a bit of money depending on your skill set. And that is something that you acquire through time.
And so what he's talking about, guys, is a lot of these jobs like welding, electrician and stuff like that.
Plumbers.
Yeah, that don't require you to go to a 4-year college, that you just go to a trade school. He's exactly right. They pay as well as some of the 4-year degrees. So that's something y'all guys can look at too. When I got to New York, my story in New York is crazy because I had realized my error, my way when I went to New York. I realized the error. I had a game plan.
Left Alabama.
I left Alabama.
It left your comfort zone. And then that's another thing too, bro. You got to get the fuck out the city that you're from, guys. That's another thing. Please, but continue your story.
And I had figured out a game plan. I said, okay, I see what my problem been all my life. I don't have no skill set. So when I was going to New York, I went to I can't think of the damn school. There's a technical school up there. It's been a while.
In New York City?
In New York City. I can't think of the damn name of it. I don't want to give them no free promo anyway. They ain't paying me. but it's a technical school. Yeah. And the guy who was registering me, he the one told me that he had a cousin that does security. Oh. Yeah, does security. Okay. And so that's how I left that. But the point being is, y'all guys see how I left? I was finna sign up to take AC refrigeration. That's what I was finna do at the trade school. Okay. And this guy gave me a shortcut, gave me a job. And I said to myself, you see how you you had a game plan, you left the game plan, you had an easy check right here. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so the point being, guys, is I end up being a security guard for the next 3 years, all because in that same 3 years, I could have probably, I think it was a 4-year school to get the trade. Yeah, to get the trade. Yeah. Oh, you could have went full time. I think it was 2 years, 4 years if you go part time, something like that. But the point being is, you see how easy you can get derailed.
Yeah.
He got me that job with his cousin, and I never went to school. I never went back to school.
Yeah,
I never went.
And with the trades, man, it's you can make more than some of these people with a master's degree, PhD, you know, like,
in half the time,
you know. And the thing is too, here's another thing, it's less competitive. You guys want to know why? Call me a fucking asshole, or Chris, can you hit me with the sound effect real quick?
Yep. Misogyny.
The reality is these hoes are not competing for these jobs. Real talk. You know, you want to be a plumber, an electrician, etc. Women don't compete for these
jobs. That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out, Sean.
Someone got it.
Apex. That's it.
So since women don't compete for these jobs, guess what? You compete with men. And now you don't got to deal with bullshit like, you know, affirmative action and we got to get women in the workforce or in this other fuck shit. I mean, obviously, if women try to apply, yeah, they're going to hire them over you. That's just the unfortunate reality of the world. But women don't want these jobs, bro. They don't want to get their nails dirty. They don't want physical manual labor. They want to be able to sit there and their wage gap exists. That's what they want to fucking do. So for you as a guy, if you want to get out there and work and make money, you can do it with these skill set jobs with trades.
I think if you're a guy, right, you're trying to make a way, ask questions. Ask people that are already in those fields, go and get experience. Because look, you may not know what you want to do, but having people that have already done the path, like for example, I had a mentor, he was into real estate, right? Now, I knew I wanted real estate, but I didn't know how to do it, right? So I'm telling him, hey man, you know, I'm still in school. I don't know what to do. I want to do real estate. Okay, well, just so you know, here's the bad parts of real estate and the good parts. I was able to make a choice to say, you know what? Okay, cool. At this point, I want to look into it further. But if I didn't ask questions, I wouldn't know. Or, for example, go to work for somebody that does the same thing that you want to do. Working under them could teach you about that path or that, you know, that career. So I would say go out there, network, make connections, and then get experience as well.
Yes. And to add on to what you were saying, Myron, about the girls, the trades and stuff like that.
Girls.
Guys, this is the thing. I'm not saying, look, you're never going to get rich as an electrician or as a plumber, none of that. But this is the thing right here. At the end of the day, man, you got responsibilities. And so it ain't about what you want to do, none of that. Listen, you find your purpose. But at the end of the day, guys, you got responsibilities. And at the end of the day, you get through chasing these girls from the age of 15 to the age of 25, you're going to look up and you're going to be a fucking loser, making $15 out. I'm dead serious. Yeah. Making $15 an hour, scraping by. And I'm telling you right now, from that age of 15 or really like 17 to like 24, that's a pivotal point that's going to set you up for the rest of your life if you focus. So leave the girls alone and get on your grind. And this is the thing. My long-term goal, guys, is I teach entrepreneurship, right? And I can't spell it, Martin. I can't spell it. But so the thing is, the money comes later. You can transition your trade and expand it by having employees. So if you're a plumber, you can have 10 plumbers. If you're an electrician, you can hire 10 electricians. And now you make money off of them. That's how it works. This is the point where
that's how you get rich is off a trade.
That's right. That's how you have to have employees, right? Or create a product, you know, a wrench or something, and that you sell it, whatever the case may be, a course or something, right? But the point being, guys, is that's cool and dandy, but that's no get rich quick schemes. At the end of the day, you got to put the work in. It's what I want to teach you guys.
Man, that was fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Speaking of
Vaughn B right here, man, in the building. Here's one piece of my purpose was broke when I found AMS. Now I'm a millionaire. Shout out to the AMS and shout out FNF. To the Go AMS and shout out FNF. Fire would have sent more, but yeah. But YouTube said I hit a limit. No, man, I appreciate it, bro. Guys, all the donations that you guys send, man, we really appreciate it, man. Like, you guys don't understand, like as you guys can see, we invested right back in the studio. You know, AMS will tell y'all that we're not fucking around when it comes to this equipment. Hell, there's a camera angle that we just got back up. It took forever when we get that shit back up, man. I was in the back fucking scrambling with wires and shit. We got it up. But you know what I'm saying? We really appreciate it, guys. The studio has been, you know, a huge upgrade thanks to your guys' support. You don't have to donate $1. All you got to do is like the video, goddammit.
If you're ever blessed to come to the studio, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna be amazed because Myron Chris, everybody put a lot of work into it. I didn't put any work into it. But the point is that like it's an amazing studio.
Right.
So,
it's nice, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it's nice.
And I tried to get Amos to go to the balcony. And he said,
no.
Yeah, I'm scared of heights too, bro.
He said no.
No. No, I can see it from right here. I can see fine from right here.
I'm like, yo, Amos, let's take a picture, bro. He's like,
Nah.
I'm gonna stay on this side.
No, I'm good. I'm good right here.
Sit down.
I'm good right here.
I'm the same way, bro. I barely be on that.
Hey, tall motherfuckers be the most motherfuckers scared of heights.
I don't know why. I'll take an Instagram story for some hoes. I'm like, all right, I gotta go back inside.
Listen, man. I don't know why, bro, but it's just funny.
Yeah, man. I'm terrified
fuck
of
with them
heights, bro.
I ain't fuck with them heights.
Okay, so we covered purpose,
we covered
how to find it.
Okay, so now we need to talk about how to start generating money, because now we're going to start talking about guys getting financially free, right? So let's talk about generating money. So how should one go about that? So like they found their purpose, they're making some money. Maybe they're a teacher, maybe they're I don't know, an architect, maybe an electrician, a plumber. They're making in that average range somewhere between, let's say, 40K all the way up to, let's say, 150K.
Right.
They're in that range.
Right.
But they want more. Okay. What should they start doing?
We live in an age now, guys. Y'all have this social media platform. If I'm a plumber, you mean to tell me there ain't some stuff? Y'all know that I Google anytime I need to do something. If y'all need something about y'all equipment, you Google. If you don't know, you Google.
Yep.
And then somebody doing a video of it pulls up. So guys, if you want to make some serious money, you have to do things on a broad scale. Luckily for us, we have social media, right? So now you're able to do whatever your skill set is and put it on a social media platform, and people will watch it. You could sell your services over line, stuff like that. There's a whole host of things with social media because it allows you to do things on a broad scale. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's funny because like nowadays, guys, anything you want to learn, you can learn online.
Right.
And YouTube is, guess what? A learning platform, because whatever you want, you can find how to make popsicles, you can find how to make money through real estate. Right. Whatever you want, you can find.
It's actually a search engine, which is why I always say YouTube is superior. Like you fucking guys are on here like TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, I want to be an Instagram, TikTok influencer. If you're going to be on social media, YouTube is the king of social media platforms because it's also a search engine. Please.
It's a girl on YouTube who sells houses. Atlanta houses for sale. She got a YouTube channel. She's a real estate agent. Okay. Look at the views on her YouTube channel. Yeah. This is a real estate agent. And I'm looking at the views, and since it's real estate, I know what she's probably getting paid for those views. Yeah. I'm saying this woman's probably making $500,000 a year as a real estate agent, just showing houses on YouTube. Yeah. So it's a broad scale.
Probably makes more from that than her commission.
I guarantee you she does. I guarantee you she does.
Look at Graham Stephan. Perfect example.
Right.
He started in real estate. He did pretty well, selling some properties here and there.
Yeah.
Then he started doing YouTube, talking about his expertise about real estate, what he went through, all ups and downs. And what happened was that income from YouTube overcame the real estate income. He started doing real estate. So my thing is like, yo, you never know where it's going to take you, but having that expertise and skill, having that advice to give to people for free on some level, you could win big time, because guess what? If I know this knowledge, you might not know it. So if you learn from me, you know what? I got some value here. Let me support this brother because he's helping me move forward. So
Myron took his knowledge as a federal agent, started a fucking channel, and now he's making money off of, and I guarantee you he's probably making more money off of that channel than he was as an agent. You listen to this now. Just talking about it. Said, no, y'all motherfuckers want to make fun. Now I'm going to create a channel. Fuck you.
Fed it.
Actually, real quick, hold on. Let's rewind. Me and you had a conversation. We had a consultation a couple years back. Back in, I think, 2018, 2019.
Yes.
Me and AMS had one.
You paid for a consult with AMS?
Yes, I did. Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
What, you spent money for a mentor?
Yes. So you guys should too, because you should go ahead and book consult. He's probably way more expensive now. Was it free? This nigga don't want to talk to y'all no more.
He got money now.
Yeah, but I did a consult with him, and I had just started my fitness business. I wanted to break into YouTube, and I was telling him, hey, this is right before I made my YouTube channel. Never before seen story right now that y'all listening to right now. And I was like, how should I break into it? It was like, and I told him I was going to start a fitness channel. And he was like, man, well, fitness, it's tough. It's a very saturated market, etc. And I was like, fuck, yeah, you're right, bro. Because you watched a lot of the same YouTube fitness YouTubers I did. And I had watched their views go down. And YouTube was huge in 2011, 2012, 2013.
Yes.
But now, right, it's a dying genre. Look at any big fitness YouTuber now, guys. They're doing vlogs and lifestyle. They're not doing day in the life of the gym. They're not doing fitness vlogs no more. Those days are fucking done.
Over.
So you told me this, and I was like, fuck, all right, well, I'll do as a side thing. I still got my government job. And he was like, you know what you make more money doing? And I remember you vividly telling me this. You need to document, your job, your day to day.
Yes.
And I was like, nah, bro, I'm doing a crazy case right now with drugs. I can't do that shit.
I did.
And he told me, if you literally vlog your life as a special agent, you will get crazy views. And I was like, at the time, guys, I was doing a very sensitive case. I was like, nah, bro, I can't do it. But let's fast forward, right? Now, what are we? We're 2022 going into 2023 now. I did a portion of that where now I'm breaking down cases and I'm talking about cases that I did back then. And y'all are fucking loving the content because no one else on YouTube is fucking doing it. So shout out to AMS.
There are people on YouTube with UPS channels talking about the life as a UPS worker. And they get views. Amazon worker.
You know how I know it's crazy? There's a guy on YouTube. You know what he does for a living?
What?
He cleans drains and wells.
See?
And he gets millions of views.
That's what I'm saying.
For doing that. I'm like, who the hell wants to watch somebody clean wells and drains? Another guy, he does fishing, millions of views. So guys, you might have a passion, a hobby you make money from.
Eating.
Guys, you never know who has the same passion or purpose or wants to learn from you.
Yeah.
Put it on YouTube and do some marketing with it and see where it goes.
And even with me, man, like a job that you typically wouldn't be able to put on the internet like that. You know, obviously I resigned and everything, and I don't talk about classified shit on YouTube. You don't do that shit, right? Don't be an idiot, guys. But you got to do it within reason, in a way where you can put the content out, something that people is exclusive. People can't necessarily get in another place. And you know, niching down really helps. And it's funny because I just thought about it while we were having our conversation. I was like, you know what? AMS is the first person that had mentioned, yo, talking about your job would be awesome.
Yes.
And it wasn't until I got exposed by the fucking haters talking all this shit, blah, blah, blah. This guy used to be a fed, blah, blah, blah. Congratulations, you fucking dummies. You played yourself because now I create another income stream. So thank you. The haters, it may help me make more money, bro. So it's hilarious. But it was AMS actually that had originally said, you know, you should vlog this shit. I was like, oh man, now I'm getting in trouble doing that. But breaking down the story, the case is very similar. It's close enough.
And I don't know anyone else that does that.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
No, you got lawyers, but he's the first federal agent that I've seen do it. I see a bunch of lawyers now breaking down cases. That white guy, what's his name? He breaks down all the cases. He gets shitload of views.
Bruce Rivers. Shout out to him. We had him on the show too.
Yeah, he gets a lot of views.
He's a criminal defense lawyer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, does anyone do what I do?
What? Kissing dudes?
Bilambos?
No, the receipts though.
The receipts.
Who's doing that?
Yes.
I mean, I stopped now though, but
oh, you mean with girl? Oh yeah.
Bro,
I'm
gonna tell you something. I actually thought about that a long time ago. I thought about that in 2018.
Yeah.
But I said that's it's gonna be some bullshit.
You know what happened, bro? You know why I stopped?
Why?
Motherfuckers on the internet would send girls DMs and be like, "Oh, how's Fresh's dick? Oh wait, you're white. You're a mud shark now. You're tainted." I'm like, what's wrong with y'all niggas, bro? And then girls that weren't even the highlight of the vlog would be like, "Hey, I'm getting DMs from these weird guys that want to see my." I'm like, bro, this is fucked up.
Niggas sent DMs from KKK accounts.
I was thinking like, power. I wasn't even thinking on that end. I was just thinking like, when things go bad with the girls, what happened when you ain't talking to the girls no more?
Well, it's kind of like a revolving door. But I'll say this. Academics told me this in the past, and I was kind of like, it don't really matter, bro. I spend like 3-4 girls in a vlog a day, right? That's crazy. Niggas know what time it is. But stupid. At that point, it was like, all right, I'm just content for the people here, for the audience. I don't really care what happens after. But then I realized, bro, each person that I'm talking to, like, I'm like sharing an experience. And that experience, like, I might want to continue it. So sometimes I can, but because of the vlog, sometimes I can't, because it's like, oh, this fucked up. Like, you know, my mom saw this, whatever. So it has an effect on you in real life. So to me personally, bro, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start that content because
Fresh lost a lot of girls.
Yeah. I actually didn't lose a lot. It's more like I just felt bad about what was happening to them in the moment.
You lost some good ones too.
Well, I lost 2 good ones. But the point is that, like, I just realized, you know what? I'm better than this, bro. I could create content otherwise for networking, you know, for lifestyle. So at this point, man, I'm cool, bro. If you want to see my girls, you can't. Too bad. Oh, Patreon. There you go. Patreon.
Patreon.
If anything.
But
so I'm a man of God now, so I only have, you know, 1 girl. So.
Bro. So scaling up. So using the internet, right, is a great way to kind of just, I guess, propel your business, because I mean, we talked about this yesterday to a smaller degree. You didn't have this access 10, 15 years ago.
Well, then what you do is, if say for instance, you're a guy, you don't want to do social media, right? You don't want all the scrutiny that comes with it. Then you pay somebody, you get sponsors or people to push your product, whatever you do, to talk about your product or whatever. That's the way, or marketing. So you set a marketing budget. So it's either one or the other. You're going to become an influencer yourself and promote it yourself, or you can pay an influencer or sponsor somebody, or you can pay for marketing, Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and stuff like that.
Yeah, because there's people that like have like a bullshit following, like no following at all. They don't really have a strong supporter base, but what they do is those guys just cram ads down your face. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They're constantly like just pushing ads on you, and they're spending a bunch of money. People don't know this, but they're spending like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So what I always say is, like, if you put the work on the front end, right, and build your brand up and build your reach and your audience, you don't have to pay for advertising.
Right.
However, if you don't put that work in and you don't have an audience like that, then you're going to have to suffer on the back end and pay for that advertising.
Right.
Because now you got to pay to get those eyeballs in front of you versus naturally curating that audience on your own. Both have positives, right? When you're just not worried about creating an audience, well, you can just focus on your business, whatever it may be, and then you just pay for the ad space, which is what most business owners do. Or you could go ahead and work on your audience, post every day, everything else like that. More time consuming, but the people are going to do what? They're going to know, like, and trust you. And then they're going to be way more likely to spend money on you, especially if you're making a product that competes with other people. Because they're like, yo, well, I watch you all the time. I know this guy makes this product, but I watch you and I trust you and I actually like you. I'm going to buy from you.
Right. Yeah. So I have a saying, right? When I used to like coach people for networking and like for social media game, stuff like that. And the saying is, you can have the best product in the world, but if no one knows who you are, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So the matter of fact is, if people see all the time, like for example, Grant Cardone, you see him on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram. You cannot avoid the person. Like you see him all the time, like Ty Lopez, right?
Right.
That alone created what? Familiarity.
Right.
And that familiarity tells you, you know what? I see him all the time. He's preaching real estate, how to become an entrepreneur. You know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. Because you might not buy the first time. Right. You might not go the second time, but the third time you're like, you know what? This guy's everywhere. I'm familiar with him. I'm gonna support him.
You know what? And at the end of the day, that's cool and dandy. At the end of the day, if your product ain't on point, because everything got reviews now.
You need both.
Yeah. If your product ain't on point, whatever you're doing, your service ain't on point, people leave reviews. You don't even got to have a review page. People go and create a review page on Google and write an ad about this shit sucks, his course sucks, and this, that, and the other. So at the end of the day, guys, whatever you doing, whatever your service is or whatever your product is you providing, it better be on point, because you might get that first little wave, but then once the word get out that your product sucks, your course sucks, or whatever, it ain't gonna last because people gonna talk about it.
In 2022, you can't scam people on the internet anymore.
No,
like with a product. Like that used to work in the 90s and the early 2000s. Like they used to be able to do that shit because it's like the internet wasn't fast enough. People didn't trust it. People didn't use Google reviews. But now you try to scam some people, bro. You ain't. They gonna find out. After that first sale window, they're gonna find out. You're gonna have massive refund. Man, you're gonna be done. PayPal account gonna be shut down. All that.
Right.
You know, so
you have to be legit with your business. If you're going to do it, you have to be legit, because it ain't going to last, because people talk. Word of mouth go both ways. It works good when it's helping you, and it'll kill you if it's bad.
Yeah, facts.
So I mean, the best source is referrals. If you do a good job,
right, and
someone trusts that, you know what, he did a good job, I want to share this information, that's the best way.
First, we were talking about what we're gonna go eat tonight. I ain't gonna say the spots because we were sure.
Yeah, don't say.
And then I was telling him my spot, right? He went right to the reviews, the stars.
Yeah.
What one had a 4.0 and mine had a 4.4. And he's like, okay, we'll try it out. Okay. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the point being is, guys, you see how he gonna try my spot just because of the reviews.
Yeah,
there you go.
I mean, and yeah, it's a big deal nowadays. You know, Google reviews, you know, Yelp, whatever it may be. Like, your reputation precedes you, especially now on the internet.
People trust your results, man. If you can give people results, you win.
So, okay. So we talked about finding your purpose. What is your purpose? How to find it. And then once you find it, now you want to be rich. Because let's be honest, not everyone's purpose is going to make them rich necessarily.
Right.
Some people want to be a teacher, whatever. And they're like, you know what? I want to be rich. And then you can start a side hustle. Like for me, for example, guys, like me, I was a Fed. I loved that job. I was earning about, you can look it up on the internet, around $120K per year here in Miami field office. But that obviously isn't rich, right? I was doing good. I was 27, making, you know, 100 plus grand a year. But the thing is that, or 28, sorry. But I was like, you know what? I want more. I want to make more money. And then I told you guys I went through like an internal affairs investigation, which was fucking bullshit. But it made me realize, yo, this shit ain't like, I'm working for somebody. This shit can be taken from me at any time.
Right.
You know, obviously got clear of that internal affairs investigation. I broke it down for you.
You can't tell our story, right?
I told it already.
No, I mean the full story, like with the company name, everything that happened.
Oh, I could tell it. I mean, yeah. I mean,
you do. No, I'm just saying.
I just didn't want to give those idiots.
Oh yeah,
but it was a nightclub.
Yeah,
it was a nightclub basically that made an allegation that I had done some bullshit in their club. When in reality, I never stepped foot inside.
Right.
I wasn't even there that night. You know what I'm saying? So they made some allegations, whatever. They tackled me outside, all this bullshit. And then here's the thing: you guys got to understand that if you work for a police department, you work for the government in general, you work for any type of public service sector, and there's an allegation made against you, automatic internal affairs investigation. It don't matter what you're doing. If you hold a clearance and you work in law enforcement, they're definitely going to open a case. It doesn't matter how stupid the allegation is. A lot of the time, they open the case just so they can clear your name and be like, yo, listen, this is bullshit, but we got to investigate. It is what it is. And they do their due diligence. They bring you in. You get sworn in. You can't lie, all this other bullshit. And you know, I answered the questions, everything, and they went and did their investigation. They found I wasn't even in there that night. You know what I'm saying? They tried to say that that we got an argument with a stripper. Hey man, I mean, maybe now I'm doing that shit, but back then, nah, nigga, like what the fuck? I wasn't even in the club. Right. We were at another club that was next door, seeing the DJ. So
Myron, you know what's the argument? What? Where's my money? Because they gonna spend a dime.
Yeah, I don't spend a dime in the fucking strip club, bro. So that, but when they said that was like the allegation, I knew it was cap because I was like, number one, I wasn't even in that fucking club, and then number two, I don't even talk to strippers when I be in the nightclub ever. And back then, I was going to the nightclubs strictly the cold approach. I was talking to girls, like I was like, you know, approaching 40, 50 girls a night to try to get laid. I was hard on the cold approach. So we both know at the table here, dealing with strippers is a low cost. It's a low ROI. Fuck that shit. Go deal with the regular girls.
People don't know a lot of girls go to strip clubs because guess what? It's more relaxed, more chill, and there's a lot of girls that are dancing. So
especially this establishment, which is more like a club than rather like a strip club. It's not like a booby trap or some shit.
Right.
Which there's girls that booby trap too, but regardless. So I got cleared of it or whatever. But the point is that woke me up, right?
That just ain't your shit.
I gotta fucking get another business. So that's when I started the fitness business. Started getting that going. Worked with Brandon Carter. Started scaling that thing up, making money. And then when I started making money, that's when I was like, all right, I need to pivot and grow this thing. How do I grow it? I looked automatically to YouTube and social media because that is how you scale your business up naturally without necessarily paying for advertising. You do it yourself. That's when I had to talk with you.
That ain't for everybody. Luckily, y'all got the personalities for that. Everybody ain't gonna be able to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Just don't.
That's true.
So, if you don't have that personality, you can either get an influencer to promote your product, or you can just pay ass or whatever.
Yes, and that's a good point too. That not all of y'all are gonna be charismatic and be able to do this shit. Bro. I'll keep it 1,000. Like a lot of you guys are weird, strange, personalities off or whatever. Right. Like being on camera is not as easy. Look,
or you don't have to drive because a lot of guys will start and then stop.
Or you started like fresh.
Yeah. Well, luckily it worked out.
You can't stick through it. Because Myron was putting in work for a while. I don't even know how long fresh on, but Myron was on for a while. He said that's 2018, 2019 when he hit me up. So Myron put his time in and then he popped. A lot of you guys ain't even got the perseverance to go through that. You go out for 6 months and you quit.
And another understated thing too. I had the capital, guys. I saved my money with the government. I didn't do dumb shit. Like I wasn't like, I saved a bunch of my money, so I was able to go and invest. If you guys look at my old videos, you go look at the first video on ever put on this fucking channel. It was a 4K video. So like I had the money from my job to invest into the business immediately, and I started putting out high quality content, high production value. So what happened is that's kind of a cost. That's like a how do I say this? That's a plus and a negative. On the plus side, right? People are like, oh shit, this is high production quality. This is lit. But then you can't go backwards. Right. It's okay for you to go up, but you can never regress, guys. So once you start filming in 4K with Sony 4K cameras and all that other shit, nigga, you stick in there. You can't go back to iPhones or some shit.
And luckily for you, it worked out for you. I always advocate for guys to build a business within the business. Starting out, say you somebody who want to start a YouTube and you just like, I'm gonna throw $30,000 in production. Okay, that $30,000 might go down the drain. There's a lot of people done try to fail on YouTube. So I like the business. As the business make money, you reinvest. Yeah. So you start off small. People don't expect nothing out of you to start off. You start a YouTube channel, nobody expect an 8K camera and smoke and all this other shit. People expect you to start small and you build up. So I keep the cost down, low guys when you first start, and let the business build it within itself. Because if it don't work out, you ain't too far in,
Yeah. Just to keep it 1,000. I mean, you film off pretty much your phone. Yeah. And look at your views and your subscribers. So I mean, like you can start anywhere. Yeah, you can make it happen. So let it build upon itself.
Yeah. And the other thing too, I want to let y'all know is that keep in mind that not only did I have my government job, which was 120K per year, I also created a fitness business, which was a low ceiling business, right? Low cost, right? Because it was online. So I didn't have to spend that much in running and operating it because online fitness coaching. So that made me another 100K. Then I was taking that money from both those two different incomes. Then I was investing in YouTube. See, I had two different points of failure almost, so that I can start investing into something that wasn't necessarily making money on the potential premise. So if I did fail, it wouldn't fuck me up. So you want to have that safety net too, guys, as well, where you have, just like AMS said, having a business within a business that works fantastically. Let's say you're a plumber and you decide, you know what, I'm gonna do a plumber channel, right? Or I'm gonna make a plumber social media, and you invest into that social media. Well, that's not so bad because your business is generating money. So if it fails, it's all right.
And I don't know if you did this, Myron. I don't even advocate for guys to quit their job until what they're doing to start generating their income.
We say don't quit your job until you make almost double what you make at your regular job, which I know is like very lofty, but like at that point, I know if you're making double what you make at your regular job, which isn't that hard. Sometimes you might be working a job we make 20, 30K a year. That's easy to beat that with being self-employed as an entrepreneur. So I say 1.5 to 2 times as much is before you quit your job, bro. Because a lot of y'all will just quit. I just started an LLC. No,
hell no. You got to stick around, pay them dues. Because realistically, guys, I popped quick, but it's typically going to probably take you for your business pop 3 to 5 years before you're making some money off of it. If you pop before then, you just lucky. Because the typical business is going to take 3 to 5 years before it's generating the income that you need to survive. If you're lucky, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you got an overpowering product to where it just pops quick. But that's not the real world, how it usually works.
Yeah, most small businesses fail. You know what I mean? So it's and there's nothing wrong with failure, guys. There's a bunch of guys that started a bunch of these top entrepreneurs. They started a bunch of businesses and failed, and then they went ahead and it was the 5th or 6th or 10th or 20th business that worked. So
exactly,
you know, and people always, Michael Jordan always said, hey, why are you so great? And he said he's so great because he failed so often.
Right.
You know?
So most people fail. Let's just be real. They're not good at what they tried to do, and why the hell they even tried it is baffling. I'm serious. That's serious.
No,
it's
facts.
You need to know. Like I kind of felt like when I started YouTube that I could do good on here because I always been funny and humorous and stuff like that. So I kind of felt like I could do good on here. Yeah. You got people on YouTube, like you said, man, come on, a fish come on, man, dude. Like you need to be honest with yourself and know what you do. Right. So just be realistic with your expectations of what you want to do. Now, if you just got a passion for it and you want to do it, then fine. But to quit your job thinking that you're going to be great at something because you think you got a passion for it, man, that ain't the real world.
And I would say, I mean, actually a surprising amount of women watch our Money Monday shows. So for the ladies out there that are watching, because I've noticed that the women fall victim to this way more than the men do. Like girls, I've noticed like quit their jobs and want to have this entrepreneur dream a lot more than the men do. Like I want to be my own boss or whatever, and they sell this fucking thing because women are way more impressionable, bro. If you want to sell something, sell to women, bro. They're gonna buy it.
Well, and also to add to that is that men are more about stability, having a ground base. Women are more about dreaming and stuff like that. Men about like, okay, I build a business, but I want to make sure I got my, 4 walls covered, make sure that I got my bases down. And women are like in La La Land, they want to start a flower shop and all this other type of shit. Would they like, so I can see why, women want to be more entrepreneurs than men, because men, we just more stable in our thinking. Entrepreneurship, guys, is risky business, right? It's just the way it is, right? It's only going to probably be a 1 out of 10 YouTube channels that's successful, right? Yeah. So half of y'all watching now got a YouTube channel and you ain't made a video in 3 years. I'm serious. Some of these people got YouTube channels and they delete the videos, they destroy the evidence, but we know your ass had a YouTube channel. So the point being is that, you gotta have some solid, to live on, man. Like I always know I can go back to being a trainer. I always can go back to being a trainer at the end of the day. I know that. So I got that in my base. I could do that till I die. So
I think people forget as well with YouTube, like it's not just making content. You got to also know the behind the scenes because it's a whole business itself. And also as well with YouTube, like you can make content and if it's great, it's awesome. But to be able to monetize that, to know how to actually do collaborations, how to like do certain things, like it takes time to study.
Yeah.
So what I did is I spent all the time at my old job studying YouTube, Instagram, how to become a social media expert. Now those skills transition into the YouTube channel today that you see here, and you all say, "Oh, Fresh has those skills." Guys, all the clouds that we did before in the past, YouTubers, I know those YouTubers from the past. Or for example,
networking.
Even as well, something we did behind the scenes, like, hey, do this, do that. If I didn't know for YouTuber or study from Graham Stephan, how would we know? Right. So it helps out.
And if you got 12 subscribers, stop asking us for collaborations. You got to bring some type of value to it. Y'all get that, right? Motherfucker with 1,000 subscribers talking about something. How about a collaboration? Collab on these nuts.
Yeah. You want to collab with the big YouTuber guys, you got 2 ways to do it. Either A, you either get big yourself where they actually get value from collaborating with you, or B, you fucking pay, bro.
Yep.
Like that's just how it goes, man. That's
because believe it, when you're small, they're gonna charge you, or
Yep.
you're not getting no collabs.
Yep.
So when you make it big, on some level you gotta cut. You know what? Okay, he's good, he's not good. You gotta pay. It's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, man. So and most YouTubers that they can look at it, some of them won't even take your money, bro. They're like, no, they won't even want to deal with it.
Yep, because
it's market share,
right? And there you go.
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
I'm gonna give you a piece of my audience for what?
Right.
No, you stay over there.
Yeah, you say especially if y'all are in a competing market. Like, are you guys in the same niche?
Right.
Hell no.
Sometimes the fit, like the fit. Like I got guys who follow me on Instagram. Like, man, got a lot of followers and stuff. Got YouTube channels. Hit me up. Hey man, I'm a big fan. This, that, and that. I'm like, cool, man. Let's do a collab. I like to keep my red pill on the down low. So like I'm a red pill guy. Like I don't know if that goes good with my brand. So I get it. So I get out. We've
got the same thing. Like a lot of guys. Here's the thing that I will say though, from us becoming popular. There's a lot more red pill guys than I thought there were.
Yes.
That watch this kind of content that be lurking and shit. You got the guys that actually understand it, follow it, and actually live this shit. Then you got guys that watch it kind of like, my girl is kind of out of pocket,
right,
whatever. And then there's guys that kind of like are curious, like, I'm still a simp, but I'll watch this shit because there's hoes on it. And then you got the guys that there's just kind of casual watcher that might find, these guys are misogynists, and then click off.
I think labeling it red pill's bad for business, bro. Like you gotta put it as a blanket statement so that it makes sense, because you put anything like that in the title, bro, it's automatic downvotes.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Like YouTube looks at it bad, but it's like the only way. It's the only way that people know exactly what the fuck it is. It's like it's like a very good. I call it like a unifying term.
Right.
It's like red pill. Oh shit, nigga. Right. YouTube. Right. Oh, it's like it's not really that. It's like it's the term in itself. It's just like just such a common term that everyone uses. So all I consider it really is just a hyper awareness of female nature, regardless of what societal norms tell you about them.
And I could like to classify a red pill as of everything, not just women.
Yeah, just finances too.
Right. Yeah. Finances too.
Like right now, this conversation is fairly red pill from a financial standpoint.
Yeah. Right, because a lot of you guys have been taught to just be an employee, and I'm sitting here telling you, if you got a skill right now, why you can't go to LegalZoom right now, file the paperwork, get your LLC, and whatever the insurance is or whatever, and start your own business and working for yourself. So that plumber you're working for, that guy you're working for as a plumber or electrician, whatever, he's charging them $300 and he's paying you $40 an hour. There you go. That $300 is supposed to be yours.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just call it common sense. Because bro, like if you look at it from a logical standpoint, how does it benefit me? That's kind of the base of it. Does it benefit me or does not?
Oh, you mean back to RP stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But here's the thing, bro. Common sense isn't common anymore. People are fucking retarded, bro.
That's why you need the RP.
That's like honestly,
speaking of the R word, Twitch.
Ah, shit. Okay, guys, come on over to YouTube.
What's the R word?
You can't use retarded on Twitch. Come on over to YouTube, guys, from Twitch, and then also on Twitter as well. Come on over to YouTube, search Fresh and Fit. I mean, the more I do these interviews and stuff like that in general. And here's the thing that scares me. Like a lot of the girls that come on the show are college educated, and women dominate the education, higher education. And a lot of these women are fucking dumb. Like they're educated, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're intelligent. And I want to make that distinction extremely clear. There are people that have PhDs, master's degrees, come on the show, fucking retarded, still stupid. And education does not mean that you're not stupid.
Right.
So okay, so we talked about generating money, right? Scaling up using social media, whatever it may be, or paying for advertising. That's typically the two main ways to do it, right? Back in the day, you would pay to get on a television show and promote your business. Now you can do it yourself. Now you're starting to generate some money. Maybe you're making six figures, whatever it may be, and you want to start investing long-term in a fruitful future. What would you say? How should people go from there?
If you guys are for the long term, let's say we got our business, we're assuming that the business though, we're saying we just got to trade. We're assuming the business, right?
Either or, a business, or let's say you got a business and a side business and you got a job, which most people, they'll work their main job. Maybe they got a side hustle, earns them 20, 30, 40K per year extra. Maybe, who knows?
Well, the basis of what you really need to do then is you need to be maxing out your retirement accounts. You need to be maxing out your retirement accounts because you're going to get old one day, and the government gives you these tax benefits. They paying you to invest into your retirement. So you got the Roth IRA, and then you got the SEP IRA, which you can max out. I think this year is $66,000 in the IRA. The Roth was I think $6,500. I can't.
And if you're older, you can contribute more.
You can contribute more. You get a catch-up provision at, I think, 50, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the basis. So after you got all your business where you need to do that. Now, me in real estate, I'm a Dave Ramsey disciple.
Dave Ramsey? Okay.
I'm a Dave Ramsey disciple. So if you're going to do the real estate, here's the caveat. You could do real estate. Oh, they're going to real estate boys when they get, and they finna get their panties in a bunch. I'll tell you, the real estate boys and the crypto boys, they don't like me. But I believe in, if you're going to do real estate, you have to pay for it cash, because I'm a Dave Ramsey disciple.
Okay.
But if you pay for it cash, you don't get the returns as you would in the market.
Yeah.
You only get the returns as if you leverage. Use debt as leverage.
Yeah.
So, but that's too risky for me. That's, I see why I like Dave Ramsey on this is because why would I add stress to my life? I just don't understand. So I go get a building and the rent, I want to rent it out for $2,500 a month.
Yeah.
But if I can't rent it out, that's $2,500 a month mortgage that coming out of me.
Yeah.
That's a stress.
Yeah.
Now, so I got to use leverage. If I don't use leverage, unless I get a great deal. So you always can get a steal. You can always catch somebody who's struggling and want to sell a house for cheaper, right? But let's just assume that don't happen.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get a 10 to 11% return on investment in the S&P 500.
Yep.
Stress-free, kickback, eat Oreo cookies, or sit here and try to market this building out to sell. Now, I know Myron does the real estate, so he gonna talk about
it. And that's fine. And I think this is very beautiful that we have different approaches here. Yeah. And I think that the audience can listen to each approach and decide their risk tolerance.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say Amos
everyone has different risk tolerance.
He's more risk averse.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
That's a good word for it. Because if you're going to leverage debt, you means you got a high level of risk tolerance. So that's a good. If you somebody who buys single stocks, you got a high level of risk tolerance. So
the advice that you're about to, since you said you're a Dave Ramsey disciple, is because a lot of people give Dave Ramsey. There's people that love him, and there's people that hate him.
Mm-hmm.
My thing on it is it's prudent, great financial advice for most people.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, let's be honest here, most of y'all are not going to be millionaires. Let's keep it 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
People that are watching are regular people that work 9 to 5s, etc. So Dave Ramsey gives advice that pretty much makes it where you're going to beat debt if you follow his advice. You just will.
Right.
I think it's important to
risk averse.
Take the knowledge, right, and determine, like you said before, your risk,
your personal risk
tolerance, and then do what you want to do.
So we're going to give you guys different options here. So so this is actually really, really good because like, you know, if we all have real estate people here, we're going to talk about real estate only. We're not going to talk about the other side. So this is great. So so you're talking about Roth IRAs and okay, continue on, please.
So that's the bare minimum and the health savings account. Make sure y'all at the bare minimum for all you guys that
HSA.
HSA, yep. I think it was $3,500 this year. All that's tax deductible. So that comes, the government is basically saying, listen, we're going to give you a tax deduction to invest this in yourself. So if you do nothing but invest and max out the health savings account and the Roth IRA, you're looking at right about 10 grand. That's about, give or take, right around $800 a month, maybe a little bit more. So that's the bare minimum. If you make a little bit more, if you employ entrepreneurs like us and you make over, I think 250. I think you got to make over 250 to max out the SEP. It's got to be 20% or the 20% of your salary or less.
Okay.
So it's got to be one of those. So you got to make over 250 to max it out. But beyond that, I believe everything should be invested back into yourself. Like, so for me, it benefit me to invest more into what I'm doing. But let's hypothetically say I still had the security company. Maybe I broaden it out to California or Las Vegas. So I expand. So instead of me putting the money back into the and more money into the market, which one I'm gonna get a better return on my investment? My business. Yeah. So outside of maxing out myself and all right, that's because the government is giving me a deduction to do those. Outside of that, I would reinvest everything back into my business. It don't benefit me to do that in what I'm doing. You know, it don't benefit me to I'm gonna invest more in a different shirt. I mean, it just don't. They don't invest. But if I had like a company where I can expand, I would.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I really like that. So and here's the thing too. When you mentioned tax deductible, guys, what he means by that is that, like, let's say all that costs $10K. Let's say you make $100 grand per year. Well, now the government is only going to tax
$90K.
you on $90,000. Okay.
Right.
Which, let's say you're in that weird pivotal spot, right? Like, I think if I'm not mistaken, 88K is the trigger. Right. It changes every year. Right. But 88K is you get taxed at a higher tax bracket. Well, if they bring you down to, let's say you spend 15K on your Roth IRA or 20K, you're down to 80K. Well, now you've magically put yourself below a certain tax bracket, which you would have had to pay more money at, guys. And that's what the rich do, is they basically lower their tax bracket.
And let me correct that for us. So I'll give y'all guys, the traditional is tax deductible. The Roth is not tax deductible.
Yes.
All right. It's just when you get it out, you don't pay taxes on it. So when you get it, when you're 60, when you get it out, you don't pay taxes on it. That's the traditional. So I don't want to get y'all bad at,
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is not financial advice, by the way, guys. This is just us talking
Giving
some
you-
shit.
Yes, because you would be broke listening to dating coaches for dates. I'm just joking.
And then going. So we have that. And then can you tell the people real quick about how you run index funds and the stock market in general? Because you're pretty heavily into the market as well.
You helped us.
Yes. So guys, the two main things you want to do with the index funds is you want to do the S&P 500 and the total stock market. And pretty much all brokerages have those. It's going to be under different names and titles and stuff like that. But that's what you want to be invested in. If you, like Myron was saying, if you got a higher risk tolerance and you want to do individual stocks, you can. But what I tell y'all guys is put at least 90% into your index funds or the total stock market. The S&P 500 or the total stock market. If you want to have 10% for prospecting, then you can. That's so like me, I do 10% now into crypto. Y'all sold me on it. I got into the crypto just to get, there you go, VTI. That's it, brother. That's the total stock market. And so I got into crypto. I know it's down right now, but I just wanted to do a little higher risk, high reward type thing, but 90% of my money gonna be into what I know gonna be there for when I get old. The S&P 500 and the total stock market. And actually, 95% of mine is into the S&P 500.
Okay.
So yeah, and shout out to AMS because he was actually the one I consulted with for getting into index funds and everything, and I did it as well because my thing is I'm real big on being diversified. I have some things that are very risky. I have my crypto. I have the real estate to a degree because I am leveraged on quite a bit of properties, and then I also have safer stuff like the index funds and everything else like that. And I have a couple single stocks for trolling, right? Like Chewy and shit. Ha ha ha. Let's buy that because we know these bitches
Cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs, right? That's a pet food.
Yeah.
But like with index funds, the beauty with the index funds is that it's like a conglomerate of funds, guys, all in one. You got the S&P 500, you got the total stock market index. Me personally, I got the top VOO, which is the S&P 500, and then I got the VT SAX, which I think is a total market index.
Okay.
I got my Vanguard opened up. I know you say all the time. You should be opening that shit. I can tell the people what it is. So it's a VT SAX, which is the total stock market index. So those are two index funds that I have, guys. But there's index funds that track a bunch of different things, man. There's index funds that track REITs if you don't want to get into real estate.
Yes. But the thing is, those none of them are going to beat that S&P 500 that I've seen. That S&P 500 is like a little over 10%.
Yeah, one of the best.
Yes, so that's why I do that one. The rest of them, the REITs, now if you just want to be more diversified, then that's fine. But I'm just doing it. You got 500 companies. That's enough diversification, if you ask me.
Yeah.
All right.
And just to explain it for y'all, because some people might say, well, what the fuck is an index fund or whatever? Let me simplify it for y'all. Let's say you got Oreos, Chips Ahoy, and Biscuit, and other cookie companies, right? So you can buy one full Oreo cookie, and that's going to be $2, right? Or you can buy an assortment of cookies that has a bunch of different ones in there that's at a cheaper price, but you get a small share of Chips Ahoy, of Oreo cookies, whatever, and it's like a little mix, right? That's what an index fund is, guys. Instead of buying a full share in Apple, you're buying a piece of it from maybe the S&P 500 or QQQ or one of these things that track the tech companies or whatever it may be. And what it allows you to do is, let's say Apple tanks one day.
Right.
Fuck.
Right.
I lost a bunch of money.
But
or Tesla. But Microsoft does well. Well, the beauty is that when you have an index fund, it tracks all of them. So it looks at it from a whole. So if one goes down, another one goes up. Well, bam, it's not too bad because you're diversified over many things. Now, we always say high risk, high reward, right? So if you get individual stocks, that's a lot of these niggas make money in the stock market.
Yes.
But the risk is crazy. You got to watch the market. And I don't care what nobody says. You can't time the market.
Nope.
You're not going to beat the market.
Nope.
A lot of the time you're going to lose. It's a high risk game where you can lose or gain thousands of dollars, whatever it may be. Most people just leave when they get up. But a lot of people get greedy and they stand and they go broke.
And so, ain't like a stat like 97% of brokerage fund managers stuff can't beat the stock market. Some crazy. So you gonna
be index funds,
right?
Like and index guys, all it is just being done by a computer, right? They're basically like doing things based on a computer. Like most of these guys, right? These financial gurus, whatever it may be that you invest your money with, right? They can't even beat the index funds.
Well, to be fair, most people use auto traders now, so it's a system itself, not even them. So to be fair, if you could think you could beat it, good luck, because if a system can't beat it,
right,
you definitely can't.
You won't.
Like Harvard financial people failed, still can't beat traditional index funds, bro.
But guys, just remember, the number one thing is your biggest money maker. So in other words, what I'm trying to tell you guys right now is, if you make $50K a year, I'm spending that $10K to get that $50K to $150K. You spend that $10K in the stock market, it's gonna make you $1,000 a year. So the point being is, your high return is always gonna be you first. And then once you start making money, that's why Myron said, now you're making 150 and stuff. Now what do we do? See, it's steps to this. All right.
Levels to it.
A lot of guys, because I so many guys make the cardinal mistake, and we talked about this right before the show, where they want to invest, but they make $10 an hour. No, my friends.
No.
You are fucking up.
No.
You need to make more money.
You got to invest in yourself.
And a we just got to call a fucking spade a spade. A lot of you guys have an income problem.
You
don't have a saving problem or whatever it may be, or a job. No, you have a fucking income problem. You don't make enough goddamn money to even invest. Investing is what comes after you're generating enough money where you have your personal expenses covered. Right now, you have some leftover money. You want to, sacrifice a little bit, not be an idiot. Now you can put that money and invest it. And the other big thing that I think that you told us as well is reinvesting dividends. Can you tell people about that real quick?
Yes. So guys, they give you an option on these brokerages to automatically reinvest the dividends. I don't take dividend payouts because you're not taking advantage of compound interest. All right, you're being too short. What they say, compound interest, the eighth wonder of the world.
Yeah,
that's where the money is. So if you're taking dividends, you're being very short-sighted. The compound interest is what makes the money grow.
Bam. Yeah, especially over time.
Let's say, for example, right, you start putting money at 20 years old. The compound interest, that'll probably be like, let's say you put in $1,000. Let's say you compound that for like 30 years, right? From 20. That's 30 years you got on somebody that put in for like only 10 years. So let's say you put 1,000, that might be, let's say, I don't know, 50K. If you put in at 10 years, you do that short break of 10 years only, you may make only like 20K. Right. So having that compound interest gives you way more value at the end of the term.
Time is your friend when it comes to investing, guys, which is why it's so important. Like, if you're a young guy, man, make a fucking Vanguard account, make a Fidelity. I don't care what broker you go to.
Charles Schwab.
You can use any of them. I think Fidelity actually is free now. Free with some of the getting with some of these index funds.
Yes. Yeah. So, Vanguard just got like the most. That's the one that Warren Buffett promotes. That's the one Dave Ramsey promotes. So that's why I always did Vanguard.
It's like the standard. But you could get any of these guys. All these dudes, Charles Schwab, Fidelity, etc. They all have the same exact goddamn index funds that track the same goddamn shit. So it really doesn't matter who you go to. They all have index funds. If you want to track this S&P 500, top 500 companies in the United States, right? Which if that crashes, it's a wrap for us. Or the total stock market, or the whatever, like these big REITs, whatever it is, they all have index funds in these different brokerages that you want to use. So go ahead and shop them. We did a whole video for y'all actually on index funds where we went ahead and looked at the rates for you guys on each one. So go ahead and check that video.
That guy, that JQ, is right when he said that.
You need capital.
Yes. So you need 3,500. Last I checked, I've been invested a while. They might have went up or down. I don't know, but last 3,500, right? So Vanguard, to buy into those index funds, you need 3,500 at least.
So
but they'll let you automatically reinvest, guys, the dividends, which is really neat. Every month they just they pull it out. You don't even got to think about it. You don't got to check your account. That's what MS means when he says you don't even got to check your account. They just reinvest the stuff for you.
Right.
I forgot my login.
There you go. Damn, even better.
I don't know my login, bro.
Keep it like that. Check it in. Find out in 30 years. There you go.
DLC, I really want to know podcast. Ben is worth 150 million. J-Lo is worth 400 million. It's the perfect King's castle. Ben made the best move on the board.
There you go. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I knew she had a higher net worth than him, bro. Like, man, she got hits all over the place.
Get it hits all over the place.
What was that?
Hit all over the place.
Were you thinking the same?
Oh man.
Speaking of cold approach, would you guys agree that men should not even be thinking about women if they still live with their parents?
Well, no, I mean, bro, let's be real here, bro. We're horn dogs, bro. Regardless how you feel, you're gonna want a girl.
Yes.
We're just saying put that to the side for a little bit and focus on yourself first. Right. Then when you finish with your workload or your school, whatever, then if you got some free time in that sense, then go ahead. But don't be a monk per se.
Right. Yeah, I keep it to the weekend now. Yeah. So for my guy, I say I keep it to the weekend. I used to do, say, 7 days a week. And even myself, I got a little burnt out. And so I found a good balance to be when I was still grinding. I'm relaxing now. But when I was still grinding Monday through Friday and then lead a social life to the weekend, that was a better approach for me.
When you met me, bro, I had a problem. Because like I would do it every day.
So it's more
like it was bad, bro.
Just grinding 3 times a day.
No. This nigga was on some
Instagram.
Oh,
It's like a thirst trap, bro. I just set it up, bro. You just like they just come, bro.
Yeah, he would go on 2-3
They
dates
come
a
alright.
day, bro. And it's just like I was like, I met this and like never got nothing done. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
You
It's
never,
bad though. It's bad.
yeah. So it was really bad. And then like once we started the podcast, started getting serious, bro, you gotta cut back on these hoes.
Cut back on these
He
hoes.
was like, all right, man, fuck it. So CBD big and shout out to him because a lot of guys won't give it up. A lot of guys, no, I'll keep doing this shit.
Yeah.
So
it's sacrifice, bro.
Yeah.
If you
it's
can't
delayed gratification.
if you can't put a year into yourself,
yes,
then bro, you don't deserve to be successful.
Exactly.
You don't.
And so when you hear that, when I hear that what you just said, that makes sense. And so when I'm taking it from the women's perspective, why would I want to deal with a guy who ain't got no ambition to get on his own shit? Damn right. I don't blame you. I won't fuck your ass either.
Cause look, you know what's funny? you get a girl, right? You smash.
Right.
All right. What's the value next? Oh, babe, let's go over here. Let's do this. Let's do that. Wait. I gotta go back to my spot because you can't even maintain the chick on some level.
Yeah.
Unless, for example, you want to go somewhere.
yeah.
Where you gonna go? You're broke. You can't.
And we talked about this yesterday, guys. The unfortunate reality, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. You want the baddest bitches? They all want money,
bro.
Yep.
Some girls won't even look your way, bro. Or even dude.
Yep.
You ever wonder why you damn a girl? She never responds. Nigga, you're not on her level.
Yeah.
I want to say options because a nigga that she really wants has a certain lifestyle, has certain things in place, and bro, you got 100 followers. So pictures in the bathroom, selfies, nigga. You're not even on her level, or radar. So,
Memes.
man. Yo, this is the realest shit I'm ever gonna say. Chris, hit me with the fucking how dare you or misogyny real quick.
Got you.
Misogyny.
I don't give a fuck what nobody says. All these bitches are fucking gold diggers. The only difference is some are better at hiding their fucking shovel. Real talk, guys. One more time for y'all. Burn this into your brain. All women are gold diggers. Some are just better at hiding the fucking shovel. The difference is some girls have a golden shovel right to your face. Yeah, nigga, I need a millionaire. Some girls got a little small one that they hide in their back pocket. Some girls have that shit hidden in the locker room somewhere or in a fucking safe next to their degree that they pull it out when they want to meet a guy that's on their level education-wise. All women are hypergamous. All women are gold diggers to some degree. The difference is they conceal that shit with certain words like ambition. I want a guy that's successful. I want a guy that's hardworking, etc. These are all hypergamous terms determined to figure out a man's ability to do what? Provide security, which is do what? Earn fucking money at the end of the day, guys. There's no way around it.
Right.
All women are gold diggers to some degree. Some are just better at hiding the fucking shovel.
I'm gonna tell you how they covered up, bro. This what happened. So you broke. You meet a woman. She's just happy to be in your presence, company. What would happen over time is it gets old. So within a month or two, she's gonna start pulling back because she was open to being about something else at the beginning, but then she quickly realized that you cannot get me the lifestyle or do anything that I want to do.
Yeah.
So even though she was open to it at first, she seen, and how I know, because I used to have this in the basement. I meet hot chicks and they'd be open to, to me. And then over time, 2 months, 3 months, sometimes not even that long, they start pulling back. I was the fun toy.
I say good thing only goes so far.
Right. Only goes so far.
That shovel comes out, guys. Like they might not, the first day they might not bring it with them. Second day they might not bring it with them. But at some point, second month, third month, whatever, she gonna bring that shovel out and try to dig. And to figure out there ain't nothing there, and she gonna leave. And that's the unfortunate reality that I need guys to understand is that but you're only loved under the condition you provide value. Please. Go ahead.
I think, honestly, the women came into it with a good mindset. But I just think once they got into it, they're like, this shit sucks. I'm like, this shit, like, they come into it, they meet me like, oh, he's cute, he sounds like fun. But then after a month, they say like, man, this is.
You know what I realize? Women can't stand being bored.
Yes.
And if you cannot stimulate them on a mental level, on a fun level, with experiences, bro, someone else will. Now look, we could talk all about game, having finesse, all that shit. It only lasts for so long. There's niggas out there that have fitness, mindset, game, I can give experiences. Nigga, if he pulls up, you're done.
Right.
You're done, bro.
And for all my guys out there, I know some guys out there talking about something, hey, man, I got a bad chick and I ain't got shit. Yeah. She bad to you. She ain't encountered no millionaires who hitting on her and nothing like that. Because if they did, she's going to be gone. I promise you, she would be gone.
I got a friend, right? You know him. I probably should say his name. Anyhow, he will do a test, right? He'll DM your chick. And he's successful, from Chicago, got hella bread, doing his thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's funny, right? He'll buy your bitch. Literally. He'd be like, yo, 2 and she goes, bro.
And there's
and it's levels to it, because think about it, right? She probably makes that like a month. Like I say, you know what? We going here, pull up, boom. I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying he could do it, and
that's what you're competing with in the sexual marketplace,
bro. What's she gonna do? You know what? This thing don't do shit for me.
Right.
I'm gonna go over here.
Not only that, I think guys need to understand, right? So we talked about, all women are gold diggers to some degree. Some just hide the shovel better.
Yeah.
Now we need to talk about outside influences. Let's say she likes you, the basement situation, whatever it may be. At some point, her peers, her friends, etc., are going to say, "Oh, that guy you're seeing, he's a bum," or "Wait, he hasn't taken you here," or whatever. And women, guys, I need you guys to understand something. They're malleable creatures, okay? Extremely malleable, all right? And they're extremely influenced by outside people. There's a reason why this shit is deep, guys. Advertisers, they target women because they know they're easier to sell to.
Yes.
Women are far more impressive than men.
What they call it, Myron? What they call it?
Their followers.
Pitch the bitch.
Yeah. Really?
That's what they call it. Pitch the bitch. That's
I've never heard that term before.
No, when you sell houses, don't talk to the man. Talk to the woman.
Pitch the bitch.
Yeah, what do they say all the time? Let me ask my wife first if it's okay.
Yes.
Pitch the bitch. That's true. That makes sense.
Yes.
So and women make most of the financial decisions, right? Yeah, of course, bro. They make most of the financial decisions in households. So like, you guys got to understand that since women are extremely impressionable, they're influenced highly by their peers, because shame is a big thing. If a chick is with a bum and her friends remind her that she's with a bum or with a lower status man, all that's going to happen is that it's going to continue to burn her inside it to some point when she says, I can probably do better. Then you add fucking Instagram, social media to that, her family, her friends, telling her she's with a bum. What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Especially if she's bad. Other niggas that have money hitting on her.
Miami?
I would say the number one thing, forget friends, social media. Bro, she goes on her phone, explore page, Cancun, Dubai, the Maldives, even Miami. Yachts. She might live in a rural area, yachts, niggas in mansions, Ferraris, Lambos. Bro, forget you. I'm going over here.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, after all that, I can't get nobody. I can do bad by my goddamn self.
I'm independent.
Yep.
That's the fallback. Even if other guys, even if she can't get millionaires, she can't get balls hit on her, I can do bad by my goddamn self.
I am the table.
I made my own money.
Not only that, MS, you made a fantastic one of your older videos. You made a fantastic point, which to this day I use on the show. A woman that has a job that makes her own money. Is she kind of looks at that like that's kind of a man to her. Like that's equivalent to, like, let's say you had a bad bitch at home at all times of the day.
Right.
That was always available to you to suck your dick and smash you.
Right.
Would you go out there and tolerate bad behavior from women knowing that you had a model at home at any time that would suck you dry? No,
exactly.
You probably wouldn't. If a girl acted crazy to y'all niggas were turning to me, Frank, get the fuck out of my spot, bitch. A lot of y'all niggas will have some hair on your chest all of a sudden.
Right.
That's how women feel when they have money.
Right.
You guys wonder all the time, why do women have such an abundance mindset? They have an abundance mindset because a lot of them earn more money. They make their own money. They don't need the security from a man. I would argue for the guys out there to understand the level of abundance mindset that women have. I want you guys, no homo right now, go into a dream world for the guys out here, just so they can illustrate this shit, because I don't think men understand this shit. Women have the abundance mindset to the level where, let's say you just busted a nut and you're with a bad bitch right next to you. Imagine that feeling, right? Like we're like, oh yeah, moment of clarity. That moment of clarity you got for that 7 minutes.
Yes.
Bitches live in that.
Yes.
Imagine living in that moment of clarity all the time. And you have your own money. There you go, gentlemen. Now you know why modern day women don't respect men.
Yes, exactly. And y'all guys got to understand the main reason they don't respect men. The main reason is you pussies can't walk away. Women do stuff. I'm saying women do stuff to push you away to see what you're gonna do. Right? That's what the jerk does. The asshole does. The jerk is a fucking asshole. He breaks up with her when she's massaging his feet. He breaks up with her. Bitch, you ain't massaging him right. Right? She's been a dickhead to you, being a bitch to you, and you sitting there taking it. The main reason what I seen the difference in what guys today is they can't walk away. The old school day, we know how the old school guys got women to respect them. And we ain't gonna talk about that. But the old niggas, we ain't gonna talk about that. But the way we do not support that.
We don't support that, guys.
Don't start that. Oh, you find out they put them handcuffs on your ass. You won't support it either. you be like, you know what? I'm no longer supporting this behavior. But the thing you got to do, guys, is you have to walk away from women to respect you. That's why I always love female companionship. You wouldn't love it if they don't respect you. If they respect you, they fun to be around and easygoing, but they have to know that you mean business.
And you know, it's funny. One thing I learned from you, AMS, through this whole time of watching YouTube videos from yourself is that abundance mindset. Because I always thought for myself, you know what? Maybe I can find one girl, settle down with her, and I'll be happy. But the matter of fact is, when you find out a girl, if she knows that you're her only option, bro, she gonna treat you like a fan. So having the abundance mindset, now I have the part to say, you know what? That's not what I want anymore. I'm cool. I'm gonna start talking to you. I got 4 more over here. Having an abundance mindset, now I'm free because I can do whatever I want. I have options now. Versus before, I'll take whatever I can get. And that's pretty much what I do.
I got a video. A guy asked me, so I made a video out of it about, does being married or living with a woman cause you to lose your power? It doesn't. She needs to know you'll walk away. And what I found from every girl I went with, at some point you have to break up with them and let them come back to you. At some point you have to show her.
And what happens when they come back?
Oh, you want to know what they? Well, no. They gonna have to suck a whole lot of dick. Whole lot of dick. Wait, hold on.
I hope you guys enjoyed this legendary episode. Sorry, so they can always come back.
They always come back. So guys, right now you probably got a girl who's getting on your nerves and stuff like this. So she just bitchy, and you're like, man, why is she so bitchy? She needs to know that attitude is not acceptable around you, but you'll tolerate it. So that's why she keeps it up. And that bitchiness comes from you not being a man. She wants you to be a man. She wants you to make her submit. But you have to do it.
Not only that, and this, we're going to spin this all the way back around for y'all, right? So this all makes sense. We're talking to you guys about, what happened, right? When you don't have shit together, right?
Yep.
This is why it's so important to have your money on point, okay? Because money, going back to the original argument here, all women are gold diggers to some degree. They just hide some women just hide the shovel better. Some don't give a fuck. They've got a shovel right there, right? So you need to have your money on point. So what? You're in a position of authority over your woman. And unfortunately, guys, I'm not saying you have to have the money to have the position of authority, but it's a damn good down payment to having the monopoly on that position. Now, are there guys out there that have the frame to make less than their girl or be a bum and live off their girl and still, hold the frame of the relationship? Absolutely.
Yes.
There's guys that can do it, but most of y'all can't. Okay.
Yes.
And most women aren't going to allow it to happen. Most women are not going to provide long-term for a guy and let that guy live off of her, right? And still allow him to control the frame. They're just not going to let him do it. So what we tell you guys is become the leader, lead by fucking example, and be the breadwinner. Because let me tell y'all something, what happens when girls have the authority. They're terrible people when they have the leverage.
Boy,
you want to tell me real quick about that?
Terrible. Go ahead, bro.
So I have a quote here, and it reads, first, you get the money. Then you get the power.
I might have heard this before.
Then you get the women.
There
So
you
got
go.
to look that up.
I had a picture. That's why.
Man, God.
Fresh never saw Scarface, by the way. Okay.
Well, actually, I saw a portion of it, not the full thing.
Stupid. That's a full movie.
Guys, in every aspect of your life, not just with women, with friends, your neighbor, your coworkers, your boss, everybody, you have to set boundaries and earn your respect. You have to let people know that you have boundaries that they need to respect. And women are no different. So this ain't just women. Some of you guys right now getting bullied at school, getting your lunch money taken. You have to stand up for yourself. So women are terrible, but this is anybody who has too much power.
Yeah.
Anybody. This is why we don't like tyrants and dictators and stuff.
Men too.
You give them to men too. If a dude know that I can just walk all over this bitch, then he's just gonna be a bad person because he knows she don't have the strength to leave. You see what I'm saying? So at the end, and that ain't good for you. You don't even want to be in that relationship. I like to be with a woman I have to respect. Not that, I'm not, she got to submit to me, but I don't want nobody, because then the relationship is toxic and it's just bad. And so
it's a power trip.
It's a power trip, right? And so that's no fun on your part, right? Because then at that point it's all about you. So then the relationship is toxic. It ain't even gonna be no fun for you because you hate this bitch being weak. You like, I hate this weak ass bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the thing that guys got to understand is that, yes, it's a necessary evil. One person has to be in a leadership role. The biggest thing is I don't want none of y'all to think it's gonna be a power couple, equal partnership.
No,
that shit don't fucking fly, bro. It's not gonna work. One of you has to be in the leadership role. I'm telling you guys, you need to fight to be in that leadership role, because if the girl's in leadership role, she's gonna make your life hell, because women are not designed to be leaders, bro. You are designed to be a leader, so therefore you're in a more natural position, right? Even if it's a little bit more where you're a little bit, you're a tyrant a little bit. The relationship is still going to work if you're a tyrant a little bit and she's still following you, but it's never going to work if she's a tyrant and you're following her. She's going to be miserable. She's going to make your life miserable. It's going to be terrible. Women like a guy that's a little bit of a power trip, a little bit. Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Oh shit. They get turned on by that shit because they know that they can be corrected at any time. So yeah, it is what it is.
Some chats here.
Yeah, just chats real quick. But that's why we need y'all to get the fucking money, bro, so that you can go ahead and assert your dominance.
Yes.
And that's just one facet. You still have to have the game. Another thing too, real quick, just so y'all remember this shit. This is not a podcast. We're gonna tell y'all make the money so you can trick on these bitches.
Yes.
Hell fucking
yes.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you need to make the money to compete with all these other niggas that want to trick on your fucking
there you
bitch.
There you go.
That's the truth.
That's the
just
truth.
like he said.
That's the
a
truth.
guy will pull up, DM your bitch. Millionaire lifestyle, whatever. Guys, these men don't live by the same code that we do. A lot of these other guys, they'll spend $5,000 to spend a night with your girl.
You loser.
They'll do it.
Yep.
They'll do it. And you'll lose your chick. I don't give a fuck what none of these hoes say. These chicks are all fucking for money to some degree, especially the baddest bitches, but the girls that you see when the pictures in the nice areas, the models, etc.
Listen, man.
They're all
everyone has a price.
Dealing with these types of niggas,
Everybody
bro.
has a price.
So the only way you're going to be able to compete with these tricks that want to pay is you need to have the capability of paying, but you're not actually going to pay.
Yes.
Right? Just like, we frauds, right?
we are fucking frauds. We got the Lambo, like, soon the bitch, like, you know, when you do that, when you have the cars we have and you got the jury, these bitches will hit you up and like, hey.
Yo, can I tell you, right?
Go ahead.
Going to the club with this type of jewelry versus before is night and day.
Yes.
You just show up to the section, nigga.
Right.
They're coming to you.
Yes.
They're watching like, who's that nigga? Who is that?
Right.
And I'm like,
if they can see you fresh.
Oh, Chris, at least they can understand me, bro. I don't know about you. But the point is, they orbit you, they look at you like, well, who are these people? And then from there, it's just like, yo, you, let's go. It's that simple, man.
That's it.
So attract rather than chase.
Yeah. So that's what it is, guys. We tell you guys to make this money so you can compete with these guys. Because tricking is a big thing with Instagram now, bro.
Because the women who are about the money and stuff like that, you want the women that just want stability. You ain't gonna never keep the true gold diggers who gonna hit you up and won't spend $5,000 shop. You're not gonna keep them no way. Fine, they can go fuck the ball or whoever.
Yeah.
You want the women who just want stability. Ain't gonna call you and say, hey, I want this person. Then you just want the women that say, my man got my back if I needed them to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you want to, filter out. Like I said before, guys, all girls are hypergamous. Just some show their teeth a little bit more than others. CBD Piggy, big thanks to AMS for helping me grow my business. Always had the best products, but it was very hard to sell them. Like Fresh said, sales is the most important skill. Use code AMS for a big discount. All right, cool. All right,
there you go.
And then you got Ava Kingdom in the fucking house right here. Myron, you're a genius, and the mastermind told you that 2 years ago. These cats sleep on your mind. Fresh is master level finesse game. Create a whole lane. AMS is GOAT. It's not debatable. Salute, guys. Respect the show.
Shout out to Ava Kingdom.
Probably one of the most positive people in the sphere.
Absolutely.
By far. But like,
absolutely.
I've never heard anyone say anything bad about Avi.
Absolutely.
He's smooth.
It's not even close.
He's a smooth cat.
Shout out to Alfie, man. Shout out to Alfie.
He's the definition of a guy that found his purpose. Teacher, writing books, etc. When you find your shit, another thing too, guys, when you find your purpose, you're going to be at peace and you're not going to hate on other people. Like, Alfie is loved by everybody. He has a great reputation.
But the most positive guy. Yes, absolutely.
Go subscribe to his YouTube channel, guys. Avi Kingdom is his YouTube channel, right? That's a good friend of ours. iFerg, $100. We got to get you on the show, Avi. Next time you're in Miami. Absolutely love AMS. Any Avenger Assemble episodes coming up soon. Yes, we got some planned for y'all.
Yes.
We're gonna start going with Steph and the boys, Austin and FedEx and MJ. Get right. Shout out to all those guys, man. Yeah, shout out to all those guys. Daniel Elliott, AMS. Shout out to you. I am also a Dave Ramsey follower. About damn time someone on this show gave good financial advice. Everyone else they bring on give horrible financial advice and encouraging that you get rich quick schemes.
No, I would say there's different levels to like how you want to do things, bro.
Like he said, risk tolerance.
Yeah, everyone has their level of risk tolerance.
That's it.
Yeah, Darnell, you got to understand, bro. He's a government employee, though. Like, I already know he's a military government employee, so he's going to be on a TSP and thrift savings and everything else. Because, bro, I used to think like you, so I know exactly the mindset.
Safe and sound, nothing shaky,
single-digit returns, maybe 10 or 11%. Cool, bro. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But if
you can't shit on the people who want to risk a little more.
You got.
I don't do that. No.
Yeah, it comes down to like when you watch the show, and that's why I'm so happy that we had you on like different risk tolerances, right? Like me, I'm doing 5-1 leverage on real estate. I'm doing deals, buying houses all over the place here, Connecticut, Miami, whatever it may be. It comes down, but I look at it like, yo, I'm getting huge tax benefits.
Right.
So for me, the risk is worth it, and I'm getting cash flow. All my houses are cash flowing very nicely and positively.
This why I would say for the guys who want to do real estate and have a higher tolerance, at least be like Myron to where he could cover the rent or the mortgage if they not rented out.
Facts, yeah.
So if you somebody
cover vacancy,
right? If you somebody who makes $75K a year and you got 4 properties that you got leverage with, let's say $2,000 a month, $1,500 a month mortgage, that's gonna be a little tight if 3 of those are not rented out. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna lose your down payment. So Myron can do that because he got hired. So make sure that you can but what I'm basically saying is
cover yourself.
You can cover the mortgage if they not rented out. That's basically what I'm
reserves,
saying. Right,
guys. Like, I got a good amount of reserves and everything. You got to be, if you're gonna take risks, you got to be prepared for taking those risks. If that makes sense, it's strategic risk. It's not like let me just go all in.
Calculated risk.
So that's the other thing too. And then also buying markets that that are going to appreciate to some degree, and also. I'm putting 25% down on all these houses, so I got a good chunk of equity in it, right? So I could always do a cash out refinance if times get tough. So these are things you got to plan for. You really put yourself in trouble when you use FHA loans a lot of the times, and you house hack, which is a fantastic way to get in. We talked about that, but a lot of the
repairs.
Yes.
Yeah, things come up.
You become house poor very quickly because you're 3.5% down. You're in the property. Hey, I'm lit. I'm about to be a millionaire. And next thing you know, you lose a tenant. Oh fuck! You got no money.
Right.
Yep. So we talked to y'all about that too. Becoming house poor with FHA loans. You gotta make sure you have some money saved. AMS, please contribute to continue to educate Fresh and Mr. Gates, especially Fresh. He spends too much money. You would think he is in Congress. Like the video, AMS is giving great financial advice, much better than some of the other guests on the program.
I gotta address this, man, because people tell me I spend money crazy, right? But you don't know what I do. Myron tells you his assets. I don't. I don't care to tell you what I do behind the scenes. None of your business. I prefer to show the lifestyle. Now, what I spend my money on, you really don't know for investments. You just see what I show you. So I'm fine. Trust me when I say I'm fine.
Guys, y'all guys must understand that Fresh is investing into his business because he is the marketing board. So y'all guys got to understand that he has y'all don't say that when y'all go look at Mr. Organic and all these other car guys who do the cars and stuff like that. Yeah. So he's just another version, a difference. That's its own channel's personal space. But if you go look at his views, you can see he very easily can cover whatever he paying for those cars just off the views. So
yeah, and then to like other businesses too as well, guys, is like behind the scenes, man.
Yeah. Well, again, it's that Darnell, you kind of failed to understand, bro. And I know where you're coming from because you're a government employee. So government employees have a very safe mindset, very safe TSP, invest, max it out every year, blah, blah, blah. I come from that cloth, so I know exactly how he thinks. Very conservative, very risk averse. Hey, man, like that's fantastic for like, building a little nest egg for yourself at the end. But if you want to make money fucking now, you got to take risk, my friend. All right.
And let's not forget, this man worked hard for it. He wants to live life. If we learn nothing else from Kevin Samuel's situation, guys, we learned tomorrow night's guaranteed, guys.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
and so all this, everybody want to have $80 million when they're 85. You're not guaranteed to see 80 more days. So at the end of the day, he's living life.
And you know what? I really super people have money. They spend money, but for a purpose. Like for example, write-offs. Different tax advantages. Like people. I'm not going to even explain, bro. It's fine. Yeah. Let's just move on.
I mean, I'll just say this. Also, like, my real estate is what made me a multimillionaire, guys. It wasn't YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I got to tell y'all that, like, it's because the real estate I bought it at good times. It appreciated handsomely.
Yes.
So that's what it is. That's where most of my net worth actually is in the real estate, right? So, and then for you guys, real estate market's going to crash. Impossible, because I buy residential, and then we know that we're 5.5 million homes short in the United States right now. So realistically speaking,
I would like someone
people are always going to need to rent
on our level to tell us that, because some of y'all telling us this stuff ain't even close to us, bro. So please, relax.
Well, no, here's the thing. I'm not. I just want y'all to think different, because like a lot of people have that conservative mindset, which is great. Like I said, I'm a government employee as well, and I get it. But gotta break the mold if you want to, aspire to certain things. You got to take risk and everything else like that. And you got to remember, everyone's risk tolerance is different.
Calculated risk. Be open-minded to at least learn different ways. So you know what? If you want to try, you could try. If not, it's fine.
Calculated risk, though. Yeah. He got calculated risk because he can cover the mortgage himself. Yeah. You got to look at that.
Have
calculated.
Right. If you're going to get in this game. And then actually, I own a couple of houses outright. Some houses I bought cash, guys, as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's another thing too. So I have a couple houses paid off that I can just pull out But these are things you got to watch the real estate episodes. I don't want to make this a real estate podcast,
right.
But watch the real estate episodes that we have here, guys. And I talk about strategies that I have when it comes to buying real estate. How I evaluate if a house is good with cash on cash returns, leverage, loans, all that stuff. I'm gonna put down all that shit. You could be anything to a woman except boring. Andrew Top G Tate.
That's true.
Andrew Tate. We're gonna break down that XQC interview that he did, with Aiden Ross and stuff, because there's so many things there, guys, that I need to talk to y'all about. Yeah, man, we're gonna break that down for y'all tomorrow on Womanizer Wednesday. That was really tough to get through, but I think you guys are gonna be able to learn a lot of things, because this is what you guys need to know. A lot of men, unfortunately, think like XQC.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen the interview.
Oh, you gotta see it. I think Steph did a video too. I think
Steph. That's how I even know about it. Cause I seen Steph.
Okay.
I didn't watch it, but I saw the title.
Right.
But I don't care.
And here's you know what the crazy thing is too. And shout out to Andrew Tate, man. As you guys know, good friend of ours. As Andrew gets more popular, what's going to happen is all of us are going to get dragged into the light. This happened with Kevin Samuels like a year and a half ago, right? Yeah. And I talked about this, how. Now that you find Andrew Tate, you're definitely gonna find us. They're gonna definitely find you now. Right. Sleazeball gang. It's like a whole lot of things. They're gonna find us. And what's gonna happen is I think honestly I had a prediction that the red pill is gonna be fairly mainstream in the next 10 years. Bro, it might be sooner than that, man, with the way this shit is going, because clearly there's a market problem, which is why guys are gravitating toward this content.
Yeah.
We won't never make it mainstream, because if we ever get there, these feminists will get these off these platforms. I always felt like we the mafia. That's why they didn't like John Gotti, because he tried to.
Cosa Nostra.
Yeah, he had it he tried to make it too public. Yeah. Like we need to be hiding in our little corner, teaching guys. You know what I'm saying? Because if CNBC. MSNBC, if all them these red pill guys, I promise you, y'all guys might don't remember this, but that guy, there was a guy who was a red pill guy. This like before I came on YouTube, maybe like 2016. I think his name was Big John. And he was a red pill guy. He went on a major, I think it was was it NBC or CNN? CNN. That's it. Okay. He went on CNN. A woman gave him an interview. The next week, that's when YouTube came to demonetizing MGTOW. Everybody who had MGTOW had to take out their name, because Big John, who was like he was a MGTOW guy. Okay. Go your own way. The very next week, YouTube came and everybody had to take MGTOW their name. Sandman got demonetized. A lot of MGTOW channels got demonetized that very next week. So this is what happened when you take our content and it go mainstream. What happened is YouTube all of a sudden takes a look at it. So it's like, you know how crime in the street, like you can sell your dope, let the murder start happening. Here come the heat. Here come the heat. Yeah. Like you sell your dope, you quiet, nobody know that. Soon as the bodies start dropping, that's when you got the heat. That's when the police come. Yeah. So the point is, like, long as we stay out that main light, we cool. If we ever hit that main light, see, Kevin was a little different, because he's over there talking to the women. Yeah. Talking to the women.
Showing their delusion.
Showing their delusion. We over here talking about these bitches are cold.
Yeah. Because what you're saying is basically, for example, the product we have is so controversial. If you bring it to light, shut it right down. However, if you market it as a blanket statement, dating, you kind of could go under the radar for a little bit longer.
But here's the thing, guys. I genuinely think we're past it, and I'll tell you why. 2 words, actually 1 word: TikTok. Here's the thing, TikTok, because this is what I noticed, because we got banned in a week. The way TikTok goes is it's organic growth, right? So you post something and people start watching it. TikTok don't give a fuck. Oh, niggas watching this? Cool. Me love you long time. Asian app. Let me canceled. Okay, and canceled.
See,
anyway, but
that makes my point even further. But we can't go mainstream.
But this is what I'm trying to say. So TikTok puts your content out to everybody. So if you when we went viral on TikTok, we 100K in a week. Well, a big reason why we went viral is because the feminists started watching our shit. Oh, this is terrible. They started sharing it. So your target audience doesn't get your content. It's everyone that gets your content. Now, that's the thing that sucks about TikTok, why a lot of RP TikTok creators get banned. Andrew Tate took over TikTok and went all over the place. So this shit was crammed down a lot of the mainstream mainstream media's throats, as far as like men lead, women follow. He's saying all these things. Men and women are different, and etc. This is radical information in 2022. So I look at it like there's no going back now because you got TikTok. In YouTube, you were able to kind of shelter it because you had to go look for this info.
Right.
And YouTube could shadow ban you to a degree.
Right.
You know, even Instagram now growing, it's hard.
Right.
But TikTok, bro, has put this shit out in the limelight. Now, with that said, TikTok is suppressing it. They banned us. They banned a bunch of Tate's accounts, etc. But people keep resharing the shit. They keep posting old clips of ours. So it's like, I don't know. I think we're already there in the main. We're there in the mainstream. It's not like they're getting wind of it now, is what I'm saying.
I get that.
We're not all the way there yet.
But still, man, like, bro, you know what it is? It's more like it's a shock factor in the moment, but it's going to die down. It's going to end.
Yeah.
And I've studied social media for 5 years. It's a high and a low. It's hot right now. It'll be low eventually. And it's back to like regular shit. So it's popping, but it's going to die eventually.
What we don't need is CNN or somebody like that, or
doing a documentary,
doing a big thing on it. That's what we don't need. Like if that little stuff that pops go viral here and there, that's fine. But what we don't need is these major news outlets like honing in on that. We don't need who that is. 60 Minutes. It's over. 60 minutes. One of them correspondents comes. I see Myron Gaines on there talking to one of them. 60 minutes correspondents. It's over. It's a wrap. Because you know what?
Myron Gaines.
Why do you think men are better than women? I never
y'all
said
guys
that.
remember Nicky Barnes?
Nicky
Barnes. He was on the cover, and that's what fucked him up. And that's when you watch American Gangster. The guy Frank Lucas said, "You want to be on the cover? You want to be like him? You making too much noise, nigga." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's stay over here. Let's make our millions, and we don't got to worry about being out there when they feel the spotlight.
No, you're right. But I think it's coming, bro. I don't know. I think, and I blame TikTok for it. Like, because TikTok is literally, they push whatever is trending in your face, whether it's good or bad. And these angry, I don't know what it is about like angry feminist women. It's amazing to me. Like, let's say we see a video of like some girl saying some dumb shit. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna dislike. I'm not gonna comment. I'm not. I might send the video to our chat because we're YouTubers and we'll react to it. But in general, if we even do, most of the time we don't react. It's done there. These girls share it, report these guys. They go out of their way, bro. It's crazy, bro. If I see content I don't like, I don't even go searching for it. These hoes be searching for us. Fresh and fit. Oh, I hate these guys.
Right.
But see, to me, it's the trend. So in social media, there's trends. For example, TikTok has dances that have like certain like themes for like, you know, dating, whatever. But that's a trend. It pops off high and it dies. And then there's a new trend. So right now, corporate is trending. But eventually, he won't be trending. It's like FNF. We were trending at one point on TikTok, but then we're not. So it's like, it's highs and lows.
Because y'all going to TikTok. I'm talking about mainstream news media. TikTok, I believe it. But I'm telling you, like if 60 Minutes did a thing, or CNN did a major thing or something like that, I'm telling you it would be different. Like TikTok, it pops up and then it boils down.
But you know why? Because they control the actual narrative. So you can't tell them how to do content because they're going to make it in a way where we look like the bad guys.
60 Minutes. Yeah, I think the big thing is like, we really can't like, I don't think anybody that in this side of the internet should like agree to do any type of interview with like a 60 Minutes or some shit like that, unless like they give you like a copy. Well, they ain't gonna give you a copy of the footage. Hell no.
Yeah. I think if anyone could do it, it would be Andrew Tate. Honestly,
please, if y'all
they're gonna spin it and make him look crazy, bro.
Yeah, and it just don't do it. You just you bring in heat.
They're gonna spin it, make him look
crazy. You bring in heat, man. You bring in heat. You know what you'll have? You know what you'll have? You'll have somebody, some feminist woman in Congress who see that shit and call YouTube, who got these bitches numbers, like somebody who got the connects to YouTube, and be like, these red pill guys, if y'all don't do something, we gonna do something. But, you know, they'll say something like that. So like, that's the thing when it goes that mainstream, somebody in Congress or something.
You're at the mercy of the platform.
Right.
And I gotta say this too, I gotta clear up a rumor. These fucking idiots ran and said that the Tates kidnapped the girl and they're part of a trafficking ring or whatever. Let me tell y'all niggas the truth of what really happened, okay? We're gonna go into the more detail on this tomorrow. But long story short, Tristan fucked some bitch. She was cheating on her man, who was in another country, by the way, in Romania, partying, went outside to order a pizza, all this shit. She want to come in. He's like, where are you? Oh, I don't know. Instead of saying, I fucked some random guy, multimillionaire in fucking Romania. Oh, no, I was kidnapped. Boom. So this guy, oh, shit. So because she didn't want to admit that she fucking cheated on her boyfriend, right? Of course, right? Accountability. Oh, a foreign concept. So they fucking call the police, all this other shit. Bro, they never got arrested, guys. They seized the evidence. They saw her on the fucking CCTV, fucking walking back into the house, dancing, hanging out, all this other shit. Niggas gave all the evidence back. They started laughing. Bro, there was no such thing. Like, all these idiots trying to run with this narrative. Oh, the Tates are kidnappers, whatever. You're a low IQ if you believe that. Women lie all the time, right? Look at Amber Heard. Bro, if y'all believe women, look at this shit. Johnny Depp was banging the shit out of me and all this other shit. Bro, women lie all the time, especially in their interactions with men, because they know they're going to get the benefit down. They know that the guy's going to get accused. And more than likely, the guy's going to suffer some kind of consequence. But when you have video, you have evidence, all this other shit, bro, they look stupid just like this. This chick cheated on her man, didn't want to admit it.
But you know the worst part about that? Even though we know it's false, low IQ.
The mainstream media,
anyone that doesn't know them like that, they're gonna say, "Oh, they're traffickers." They're not. But the image painted of social media is they are.
Yeah.
But at least we have platforms like ourselves to say, hey, you know what?
We're gonna exaggerate our guys.
So
sorry, what were you saying?
At the end of the day, guys, we must believe all women. No. Do not believe all women, guys. I was just joking, though. But it was poetic justice that motherfucker got hit. That's what you get for saying that dumbass shit. You know that Joe Biden said that believe all. He the one started that believe all women shit.
Was it?
He was the one, and he got hit with one.
Damn.
Yeah, he got hit with one. That's his karma for that bullshit.
It's a dangerous precedent, bro.
Yeah.
I've seen it so many times where girls will say ridiculous shit to avoid accountability, bro. Yo, you guys got to understand that shame for women is huge. They will say egregious things and lie to make you look crazy, to absolve themselves of personal responsibility, bro. Because y'all got to remember, bro, like women have had this freedom and responsibility and authority for what, 60 years?
Yes.
They don't know how to act with it.
Yep.
What? Oh, shit. You mean I'm accountable for my own actions? No, he did that. No, bro, you fucking cheated on your guy. You told them that you got kidnapped or whatever. It cap.
Man, I was gonna tell a story, but I'm not gonna do it.
Nah,
never mind.
All right, so that girl, guys, there is no human trafficking ring. Ta-da! She
belongs to the streets.
All right,
but isn't it funny? They'll create any narrative to make you look bad when you're telling the truth,
and it comes out as soon as they're blown up.
Yeah, think about it. Now they're hot. Oh, they're traffickers.
Yeah,
man, it's
bullshit.
It's wild, bro.
So anyway,
marriage causes divorce.
Okay, if you think women aren't gold diggers, divorce her and watch her come for your money, not just your past savings, but also your future earnings or for alimony, and the judge will be more than happy to give her your money.
Who is this guy? This nigga is bent on divorce.
And then Malevolent Elephant, it's a treat to see 3 millionaires sitting and talking, trying to help give financial game. AMS kicked me in the ass starting 3 years ago at 39. Now 42, making $20K per month.
Nice.
Awesome, bro.
There you go. That's what's up.
AMS, you are probably desensitized now because you hear so much, but I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Malevolent Elephant and Elephants.
Appreciate
Never
it, bro.
forget, which is great.
Yep.
Speaking of marriage, real quick, because this guy, you talk about the purple pill, the red pill, etc. Can you give the people a quick, because you have a great definition of the purple pill.
Yes.
We don't use it a lot on our podcast, but can you define it real quick and then give people the what purple pill is and then hit marriage real fast?
Beta male and alpha, if you don't mind.
Okay, so purple pill, guys, as I define it, is a guy who knows the red pill, knows female nature, but decides to still get in relationships knowing female nature. And what the other one was? Yeah, that's purple pill.
And then the alpha and the beta male get.
Yeah, because you have dude, you're breaking for beta male provider and the different levels and then
how women see you. It's actually very good. It's a good rubric.
So what I call it all around alpha, guys, is a guy who is at the top of this is the true alpha male. Like I think the word alpha gets used too much these days, to be quite honest with you. To me, you have to be an alpha in the real world and an alpha with women to be considered an all-around alpha. A non-sexual alpha is a guy that's an alpha in the real world, that's a boss, but he ain't good with the ladies.
So true.
Yeah. So, and you got the all-around beta who is a worker in the real world. He's a beta in the real world. And he sucks with women. And then you got the sexual beta who is good with women, but he's not a boss in the real world.
See, and here's the other thing too. I want before people kind of try to misconstrue what he's saying, whatever. When we use the terms alpha, beta, whatever it may be, it's like, oh, gorilla, yeah, I'm an alpha, or you're a beta. No, it's a placeholder term to define a man's, how do I say this, respect amongst society. So notice how I said an alpha in the real world, aka a respected man, right, from his accomplishments, and then an alpha with women is the women see him as an alpha male, and that's the best term to use because women that find men attractive consider them alpha to them. Okay, so it's not necessarily I'm the silverback gorilla, whatever. We got to get out of this archaic mindset when it comes to defining these terms. It's simply I guess a term of respect, essentially from your peers. So one more time. So you got the alpha that's
all around
alpha that is good with the ladies and a boss out in the real world. Then you got the guys who might be a boss in the real world, and then terrible with the ladies, which is so true with a lot of high earning.
You have a guy like who is a good guy that suffers with women? But I'm talking about the ultra guy that's real good, but women still, even knowing his net worth, even though he got nice cars, still like only will fuck him if he paying.
Yeah.
Or he tricking heavy.
And there's a lot of guys like that.
There's a lot of guys like that. So what that tells y'all guys is that this goes back to our point where we were saying just going to get rich. If you don't bring no game or some charisma with it, you just gonna be like that.
You're gonna pay a lot of money.
Right.
And then Amos, could you find what tricking is?
Tricking.
This is a funny one, man. People like to say if you pay for a girl's food, you're tricking. If you take a girl to the club, you're tricking. It's so many definitions of tricking. Amos, in your personal opinion, what is tricking?
Tricking is when you're spending money on women and they have no attachment to you. So like if you have a girl and you taking her out and stuff like that, that's not tricking. But like if you got a girl, like she has no attachment to you, no connection with you, don't care nothing about you, she don't spend no time with you like that, and you spending money on her, to me that's tricking.
Okay.
But if that's your girlfriend and she's texting you, she's cooking you meals and stuff like that, to me that's not tricking. To me that's just being a good provider or whatever. I ain't gonna do it, too cheap. But I won't knock it because the girl is doing something for you too. But when you ain't getting nothing out of the deal, you out here doing this, you buying this, then the other, and she might ration you some pussy once a month or something like that, that's tricky.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I would say the litmus test is this, and that's a fantastic point. It's strictly reciprocal, guys. Is really what it comes down to. If you're spending money and it only benefits the woman, 9 out of 10 times you're tricking, my friends. Whether and that counts for even where you're paying her for sex, that's still tricking,
right? Because
you're paying her for something that, quite frankly, she's benefiting from too.
Yes. You busting
nuts.
Exactly.
I busting nuts.
Yeah,
exactly.
Why pay for it?
You know, it's just that like if you're dumb enough to let women treat sex as a value exchange with you from a currency perspective, then of course you gonna say, well, yeah, I didn't really like it because she's not attracted to you. So then for her, yeah, she's got to fucking charge you because she's looking at it like, yo, this is a burden on me.
Right.
So
you have to get something out of it. I think I like the way you phrased it better than I even phrased it. So it has to be something that she brings to your life outside of sex.
Yeah.
So if you're doing that and you a great provider or whatever, and she's doing value, she massages your back, she cooks for you, whatever, do your lunch or whatever, she brings value to your life, you enjoy her companionship. What I don't like is when the bitch is a bitch to you, right? She's fine, she's bad as fuck, right? But when she's around you, you like you don't feel nothing. It's like she's just there. She's just there.
Exists.
Yeah. She exists.
Someone said yesterday.
And you spending money on her like that, that's tricky.
Hey, Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we had a caller calling, right? And I want you to take on this, AMS. So
why are we validating this nigga, bro?
You're right.
We shouldn't even validate him. Fuck that.
All right.
No, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
It was a very dumb scenario because the thing is that you're not gonna win on the internet because like if you do anything right, they're gonna look at it like it's tricking or whatever it may be. So it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
But I think the best way to define it, the litmus test is if she's only benefiting. In other words, you go with her to Chanel at 10 a.m. in the morning, nigga, and you buy her a bag, and she go home. And she go home with her nigga, or she's not your main girlfriend.
Right.
She don't cook for you. She don't clean for you. She don't provide no value.
Even companionship.
Yeah, she just exists.
Right.
She just shows up and you give her. You're tricking.
You're tricking.
100%. You're paying a girl an allowance or some dumb shit like that, which a lot of guys do, surprisingly. So, and then we're talking about and then
all around beta.
So all around beta. Can you define it one more time? So
all around beta, he sucks in the real world and he sucks with women. This is the incel. The black pill. You got some black pill guys that probably make money in the world. So, but the lowest are the low.
Yeah.
Then you got the sexual beta who sucks in the real world. I mean, sucks with women, but he gets it in the real world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so what about you talk about purple pill a lot?
Yeah.
Can you talk because we've been talking about marriage here.
I said that wrong too. Sexual beta, good with the women, suck in the real world. I said that wrong.
Purple pill. Can you define that for the people real quick?
Yes. Purple pill is guys. So like, say me, we all red pill guys, but then you turn around, we got a girlfriend. That's a purple pill guy. A guy who knows female nature, but still dabbles on the wild side. So me personally, well, besides me being a hoe, the number one thing why I don't like that, especially for a red pill guy, because we know about hypergamy. So it's like you with a woman and you know that she probably will leave you for a guy who makes way more than you, but you want to sit there and act like you in love, knowing that if she encountered a guy that makes 10 times, and I'm not talking about if you make 75K and she meet a guy that make 100K. I'm not talking about that. But if you make 75K and she meets a guy that makes 750K, she's gone. And you're a purple pill guy, you know that. So that's why I have an issue with purple pill.
You gave a good example in one of your videos. You mentioned Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah.
That Jay-Z, right? I don't know if you guys might be too young to remember Jay-Z, man. Some of you guys are older in here, though, if you're watching us in AMS. He came out with the song Big Pimpin'.
Right.
You know, right? And in that song, he says a bunch of shit, blah, blah, blah. And Jay-Z obviously was running through hoes in the early 2000s, whatever. Then next thing you know, this nigga comes out, me and my, what was that song?
Me and my girlfriend.
Me and my girlfriend.
What that remake? Yeah.
Right? That dumbass song. And then bam, next thing you know, he's wiped up with Beyonce, right? And you mentioned a good thing that if the feds ever came or if we got in trouble, whatever, you can't go back. Like you fucked all these chicks. You know how women are. You've seen the shovel like I've seen where the girls are walking up to you with the shovel, right? Right? Nigga knows all these chicks are gold diggers for real, right? Because being a rapper, red pills you automatically. Automatically. Especially for the dirty niggas that didn't get chicks before and then they come out.
Automatically.
Bro. Mike Jones. Back then, they didn't want me.
Automatically.
Remember I called you that day? So, yo, bro, I've been able to hang around some rappers and some celebrities and see how they move behind the scenes. It's like, bro, the shit that you see is literally, we talk about it all the time on the show. There's categories to it. Like red pill, purple pill, tricks and all that shit. It happens even in real time. And it's funny because you did an example of P. Diddy as well with, what's her name? Cassidy.
Yes.
Very good example.
Right. And so this is what I say about any, I don't say any celebrity because I say it with rappers because they are different hierarchy than most actors. A lot of actors don't have the sex appeal, right? That a lot of the rappers have. So that's what, but
lifestyle.
Lifestyle. But I feel like there's impossible for you to be that level of celebrity and not understand female nature. There ain't no doubt in my mind that Diddy don't know that Cassie's not with him if he's not making what he makes. And there's no way Jay-Z knows that. So you say then, well, why would they? Well, I'm not even going to talk about Diddy because he didn't marry her, but Jay-Z. Because he's accepting of it. And he accepted. He'll say this is part of it. This part comes with it. Same with Kevin Hart, right? Kevin Hart knows he's not getting that woman without him being Kevin Hart. Because look at his first wife. Onika, whatever her name is, that not as attractive, right? Yeah. So he knows that. But then you just concede to yourself that, you don't want to be in the streets. So for some guys, even if you're red pill, purple, whatever, companionships means a whole lot, right? So you see Kevin Hart, he jumps from one marriage right to another. And so then you say, why, man? You just was in a marriage. Why not take some time to yourself and just enjoy being a rich single bachelor, right? He jumps from, because he needs that companionship. He don't know how to live alone. And so that goes to show you that even when you got money, if you don't know how to live alone, if you don't know how to enjoy your own company, you're still going to have a weakness for women. So when you see these guys that go purple pill, they need that steady companionship of a woman because like guys, like we have days that we're alone. Yeah. Because I don't have a girl every fucking day, right? I do my little rotation, but I'm going to have 1 or 2 days out of the week where I go out or whatever. You need that girl every day. You need a girlfriend every day. He needs a wife every day. He needs somebody that he can kick it with every day. When I go back home, I will see one of my chicks. But Thursday, I won't. You see what I'm saying? And so the point being is that purple pill guy that knows that he can't do that. Bam. He need that girl there Thursday. He need that girl there Friday. And I learned how to enjoy my company a long time ago. I don't need a chick every day.
Same.
Yeah. And a lot of guys are purple pill. And it's funny too, because I just want to show y'all the fall from graces. I was thinking in my head, this Jay-Z lyric, it's always been burned in my brain, but I want to read it verbatim for you guys. This is what Jay-Z used to be. This is from the song Bit Pimpin' with, Bun B and Pimp C, right? Rest in peace to him. He goes, many chicks want to put Jig his fist in cuffs, divorce him and split his bucks. Just because you got good head, I'm going to break bread so you can be living it up. Shit, parts with nothing. Y'all be frontin'. Me give my heart to woman, not for nothing, never happened. I'll be forever macking. Heart cold as assassins. I got no passion. I got no patience, and I hate waiting. Ho, get your ass in and let's ride.
But you know what? let me put some respect on Jay-Z name. Let me put some respect on Jay-Z name because you know what? You're right. But who did Jay-Z marry? A woman who got the same amount of money, maybe not as much now, but at the time, same amount of money as him.
Cream of the crop.
Right, cream of the crop. And so it's not like you enriching her lifestyle. She coming into it right with you. Now, this ain't every guy. I'm talking about Jay-Z. Yeah. It's not every guy.
It's a good woman to go purple pill on.
Yes.
But like the thing is that you went from that, right, to me and my girlfriend. And I think what I want guys to understand is that, he knows, like if, like you said, if the feds came, if you ever got in trouble, Beyonce leaving.
Right.
The more successful the woman, the less tolerance she has for any type of fuck ups in your life.
Right. But let me say this. So let's say you make a lot of money, Myron. So let me say if you met a woman that makes $5 million a year, she's a power attorney or whatever. She's a beautiful girl. Yeah. You enjoy her company. I know you're not going to get married, but I'm just talking about as far as a relationship. Yeah. And she makes, because now you're looking at like, she don't need me for money. She got her own fucking money. Yeah, yeah. So, what I'm saying is the mindset shift to, well, she really does love me because she don't need my fucking money. She can go get a prince or a king. Yeah. So what I'm saying is for those purple pill guys, the mind shift changes because the money is not an aspect. So then you start thinking like, well, it must be for me.
They get duped, yeah.
Right.
Good point. They get fucking produced. She loves me for me.
Amen. That is true, okay?
She loves me for me. But you know, that I just had a fucking eureka moment just now. You think about it, someone like Jay-Z, his entire career, fucking bitches, whatever, right? He making the money. He's going back to Brooklyn. Girls are throwing themselves at him. You know what I'm saying? He was selling crack in the fucking 90s and in the 80s, right? Now he's getting all the hoes, right? And you know, the people used to make Jay-Z, you ugly, nigga. Nas came out, was super ugly, blah, 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 right? Like, but now he's getting all these bitches. So he makes the money. He's successful. And then he gets Beyonce. Yeah. She has money. Yeah. So I could see your mindset, what you're saying here. Wait. She got money. I got money. Right. She don't give a fuck about my money. Right. Oh, okay, I'm gonna fall in love with this chick. Fall in love with this chick. Because that's a good point.
But also, just like your point as well, people are very successful, hyper successful, are married. Look at anyone that's successful, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. Now, is it gonna be an ultimatum? No, I'm just saying that like they are married on some level. So the focus is there. Now, I would just say this regarding the podcast. You got a choice to make. You have the knowledge here from all of us here on the panel. RP, you know, purple pill, whatever you want to choose. But knowing the knowledge, you decide what you want for yourself because we can tell you what to do. Right. You know yourself, you know what you want in life. From this knowledge here, say, you know what? Okay, you know what? I'm the type of guy, I need Kevin Hart's style. I need a woman every single day. Or, like me and Myron, you know, you're just running through the streets, singing Kumbaya, but you have a choice to make.
But that comes with negatives as well.
Yeah.
Like you know, and I could see that was a really good point. Now I see why guys are purple pill, especially higher earning guys. Why they could go purple pill, especially if they meet a woman that's purple pill. If with all the girls you dealt with before,
let me give you this example. Let me give you this example. Say Myron wants to be my friend, right? He said he wants to be my friend. What's the first thing I go to? You thinking ulterior motives? Well, Myron got status, he got money, he don't need nothing from me. He got more subscribers than me. Right. So I know he don't need no ulterior motives because he got value and I got value, so he don't need me for nothing. Right. But if Myron is a struggling contractor, a landscaper, whatever, right? Yeah. Then I'm thinking like, oh, he want me to put him on. Yeah. Or, you know what I'm saying?
I can see where, for sure.
Automatically.
Right.
Yeah, and I can see where like that purple pill mindset could come, especially for like someone like Jay-Z, because deep down in the back of his mind, he knows if he lost everything, whatever, but it's still, I can see it's like a comforting thing to like, oh yeah, like they don't, it's for me, goddamn it. Because like, I think deep down, like all men want to get that ideal love from women, that unconditional love that the Disney fairy tales tell us, but the unfortunate reality is that you're never gonna get it from women, bro. It's like it's like with women, it's like you're only, Chris Rock said it the best. Only dogs, children, and women are loved unconditionally. You know, men are only loved in the condition that they provide something, and that is so fucking true, bro.
That's true, bro.
You know, and it's funny too because back when he said, go ahead. Like, you know, back when Chris Rock said it, nobody said shit because comedy is a magical veil when it comes to uncomfortable truths, is what I've come to realize. You're able to say red pill truths under the guise of comedy without anybody calling you a misogynist. But when you say it in a podcast, you know, with some lights on, and hey man, you know, women love opportunities. Whoa, you fucking asshole. You're fucking misogynistic as hell. God damn it.
It's not what you said. It's how you said it.
Or it's not what you said. It's how you said it. Tone. Oh God. And it's like, bro, I'm not here to seduce you, bitch. We're having a conversation where we're going off of matter of fact, you know? But I mean, if you guys watched last night's episode, literally you guys can see like the crazy difference in perception because like we had the two porn stars here that kept reverting back to their own personal experiences. And in my head, I'm like, the world doesn't revolve around you. Most girls don't want fucking trains ran on them. Yeah. Most guys are not going to allow their girl to let the homie smash, as you would say. Like, what? Like, and they kept using themselves as a point of reference. And I'm like, in my head, like, what the fuck? Like,
they're in their own world, man. I mean, look, their world is pretty much just like being open-minded and taking what you get. we know most women want a family, they want kids, they want to have, that one guy for security. They, on the other hand, were the opposite. So
yeah, I think it comes back to the important, like, they feel as though the world owes them understanding for their profession.
Yeah.
And that's what it really comes down to. And I didn't get a chance to say that because we were rushed for time a little bit, but a lot of porn stars, a lot of women in general, especially women involved in the sex industry, most of them think that the world owes them understanding for their profession. I'm a good person still, even though I suck 7 dicks and I get trains ran on me. I'm not saying you're a bad person, but what women in that industry got to understand is that you automatically, by virtue of being in that industry, you've disqualified yourself from a large majority of men. And the men that are worth the shit are not going to take you seriously. And I think that's what they just couldn't come to grasp with. And we were talking about the girls and how they kept reverting back to themselves. And I think that goes back to like the innate solipsism that women have. Like so many girls I've noticed on the show have a very bad habit of being unable to detach themselves from themselves personally from the conversation. So
go ahead.
No,
yes, guys. So like y'all see these women, they're having fun in their 20s and early teen years and stuff like this right here. Understand it comes at a price, and that sometimes that reputation can follow you. So like I made a video, I can't remember the name of it now, which one it was, but I was talking about that women who make OnlyFans. And I'm saying these videos ain't going nowhere. And when you are past that OnlyFans stage and you no longer wants to do OnlyFans and you want to start out and sell a family, yeah, but it's a video you sucking dick on the internet.
If you notice, you ask the girls, at what point do you want to stop? And they all said, yeah, once I get passive income or I get something, I'm gonna stop.
Who the hell wants to wipe that up? Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Who the hell wants to wipe that up? So that shit gonna follow you. Nobody worth now. There will be some beta males out there who will still wipe it up, right? If it's guys out there that will wipe up girls who got 4 kids, trust me, it's guys out there who will wipe up these porn stars, but it won't be the ones they want.
Exactly.
Facts.
That's the problem. It won't be the ones they want. The guys that they want, the guy might even make money, but he gonna be a pussy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or she won't find them attractive.
They could walk all over them.
Right. So there's a price to be paid for that.
Well, actually, since we're on this topic, what were your thoughts on the show being on the After Hours panel? What were your thoughts? Because I mean, I know you've seen some of the shows sometimes before. What was it like actually being on the panel and like experiencing the delusion?
I was praying and hoping the bitch next to me wouldn't knock me upside my head. I thought it was coming. I thought she was going to slap me any moment. So I was like,
she thought she was that crazy, huh?
Yes.
Loose cannon, bro.
Yes. Well, she knows he can't hit me back.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I can do whatever I want.
That's true.
And he's not even going to press charges.
Yeah.
So they have that. That's why you have that. If we need more women laid out in handcuffs for hitting men, and they'll stop it.
Yeah.
We need more women laid out in handcuffs for these false accusations.
Facts.
And they'll stop it. There's no consequences.
There is none.
Right. Matter of fact, the police might arrest me for hurting her hand when she hit me upside my head. No, I'm serious. She hurt her hand. Look, she got a bruise on her hand for hitting you, so I got to arrest you. That's where we're at.
Kevin Samuels said this shit, and it was very, very true. Recipes to him. There's way too much one-way aggression in the modern day society. What I mean by that is that it's completely socially acceptable for women to show aggression and or violence against men. I mean, we saw it with the Johnny Depp trial, and it took him spending a shit ton of fucking money, legal resources, a trial that lasted weeks for you guys to see that this shit does happen, that women do beat the fuck out of men. It's not just on World Star Hip Hop, nigga. It happens all the time. And the reason why it happens is because, unfortunately, we know that there's not many consequences when it comes. Women don't live by the same code that men do. When men walk in a room and we greet each other, we know that there's something called mutually assured destruction. And what that means is, right, with the nuclear weapons, right? But with men, there's always that potential consequence of violence. If you act crazy, well, we're going to physically solve this. There's always that potential violence. Women don't deal with that.
Right.
There is no potential physical consequence of violence, right? There isn't a lot of the times, especially when they deal with men, which is why women go act crazy, talk shit, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, nigga, blah, 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 blah. Because they know that if you do hit them, another man is going to come and put you in fucking jail.
Yes.
All right? And I don't know if you guys noticed this. There's a strategy. There's a reason why we like to keep women in the studio. A lot of the times when we have girls in. When we have girls in the studio, I've noticed, because I've been tracking this shit, that if I have a girl in the studio, whether it's one of Fresh's chicks, Chris's girls, whatever the fuck it is, or a girl that works for us, whatever it is, the thing I like about it is that the girls that come in act way better. Why? because there's that potential for violence from another girl. They don't know these chicks. Oh shit, if I act crazy, well, it's not just these niggas, it's girls here too. They might fuck me up.
Right.
Bam. It works.
Yeah.
It's almost an insurance policy. So that's why sometimes we'll have girls in the back, guys, because it does help with the girls come to terms and realize that, well, I could get fucked up too, because if it's just guys, they're gonna act crazy, bro.
Right. So the thing is, guys, we talk good and stuff like this in Redpill, but women have got these laws passed like that. Men got to do something towards that. Making videos ain't doing nothing. Nothing is hold women accountable. Everything y'all see goes through laws. Laws passed. I said in Alabama they had this law where they was like, if the guys prove innocent or the woman was lying on a rape accusation, she had to pay the legal bill, his legal bill.
Oh shit.
Yeah, whatever he owed on his legal bill. I don't know what happened to that. This when that Me Too movement had came out.
Okay.
They were trying to pass a law in Alabama about that if he get found not guilty or if she's found to lie, that she's responsible for his legal bills.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to that. I need to check up on that. But the point being is they were trying to hold women accountable for false accusations.
Yeah.
So the point being, guys, is that's good to talk about on a podcast, but until men get together and try to make changes, you have to do what women did. Women marched and did all this shit for fucking 40 years. I'm serious.
No, that's true. It's true.
And to get these, it worked though.
Yeah.
And so now all the laws are in favor of them, but they marched and marched and marched and marched. And what men do? We make a video. What? That ain't Congress ain't watching our damn video saying, you know what? We need to change some laws. No, you have to get in Congress and get some laws passed that protect men.
Yeah. And it's crazy, you know, because like the thing is, and guys, on this podcast, we tell y'all every single time, if you're a victim where a girl's beating the shit out of you, whatever it may be, just pull out your phone and record. Don't ever raise your hand at her, because I'm telling y'all, most states, United States, right, have an arrest. They have an arrest policy where someone has to go to jail when they go in for a domestic disturbance. So, and 9 out of 10 times, it's gonna be you, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
just record.
You're like, it's gonna be you. So, so unless like you're severely fucked up and she's like laughing, like, yeah, fuck that nigga up, and she's giving the fucking Shao Kahn laugh. You know what I'm saying? Damn near Mortal Kombat shit. For them to arrest her, most of the time you're gonna fucking get arrested, bro. So never raise your hand at a woman. Understand, use your phone to your advantage, use that shit as a shield, record yourself, get her arrested, and just understand that this is how a lot of modern day women operate, bro. They know that there is no physical, there's no fear of consequence because there's no physical ramifications for them acting crazy. Well, men don't operate like that. Men aren't gonna perk up and act all crazy because there's always that concern.
Right. So women don't want no responsibility for consequences. That's why they so against Roe versus Wade, because
keep it real.
They don't want no consequences. They like, I want to be a slut and fuck, have unprotected sex, and use that. Congress is trying to tell me what I do with my body when they talk about abortions and stuff like that. There's women are clever with this. I'm like, they done took this shit to trying to tell me what to do with my body. This is the crazy like motherfuckers. And so I was talking to one of my chicks and we talking about this, and she, obviously she is pro-abortion. Yeah. And so I'm like, she's like, I'm against abortion, and I'm telling her why. And I'm like, you have a decision to make to have unprotected sex.
I love how they call it pro-choice, by the way.
Yes.
Not pro-abortion. Pro-choice.
Pro-death. So, but man, it's just no consequences for their action. They just want to be able to hit you and accuse you of rape. Oh, well, I was mad. No big deal. I go home and fuck and have whoever I want to, and I can just go kill the baby in the morning.
Amber heard something perfectly in that recording. Oh yeah, I hit you, but like no one's gonna believe you. Like you're a man. Like that perfectly sums up, guys. Like I can't tell you how many times I'll be walking by a bar or some shit. Some girl be beating on her fucking man. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit.
We were in Vegas, right? Remember for an event?
Oh yeah.
And we were at the slot machines and we saw a girl like, nigga, this and that. Yeah. We're like, that nigga's getting his ass beat. But guess what? We said in person, the respect is gone.
Yeah,
it's gone, bro.
That's the end. What we're witnessing is the end product of probably years.
Yes, build up.
Yes,
over time,
and that goes all the way back, guys, to the beginning of this episode. You got to get your fucking money on point, right, and become the leader, because women, right? They're not gonna just start beating on you immediately, guys. It's death by a million paper cuts. Like it starts with disrespect,
if you allow it,
and then it escalates.
Yeah.
All right. You gotta nip that shit in the butt right away. But the only way you're gonna be able to nip that shit in the butt is what you said before.
Got to walk away.
Got to be able to walk away.
Got to be able to walk away.
That's the only power
That's
you
the
have in
only way.
2022, bro.
That's the only. That's the only. We know what the old folks used to do. We don't talk about that, but we know what the OGs used to do.
Them niggas, they're like, yeah, man. Like, but back in the day,
I was actually watching an old episode of JJ Good Times.
Yeah,
and they had an episode. I was like, this episode could not come out today.
James.
But yeah, it was. They were basically talking about. She said, "I wouldn't know it was Friday if my husband didn't hit me." And they all started laughing. All the women. I was just like, you couldn't say no shit like that on the show today,
man.
Yeah,
not anymore. That nigga shows up. Oh, it's Friday.
Yes.
Stop it, James! James turned into a fighting Irish. Yeah, you know.
Listen, man. We do not support hitting women.
We do not
at
all.
Canceled.
Do not ever hit your woman, bro.
Do
Just
not.
walk away. All right, we got some chats here.
I had to do it.
This nigga, bro.
I've been wanting to use that sound effect for a minute. Bro.
Rome, the GOAT is in the building. Shout out to F&F and the GOAT AMS. We F these 304s too. Sleazeball gang.
Yeah, we fucked up. Yeah, we did that.
Hey, listen, man, we love the host, bro.
This nigga,
All this talk, bro, we love the host.
And it's supposed to be TOO. Just putting it out there.
this nigga 3 Dicklets goes, I'd be tricking heavy. All right, cool. 3 Dicklets.
Listen, my thing is, bro, if
you
that's
wanna
what you want to do,
yeah.
do what you want to do,
Right.
bro. At least
My
you have the
biggest
freedom
thing-
to make a choice.
I want y'all to learn females and understand and come to that conclusion on your own and say, you know what, man, I just want to trick. Cool, whatever. We did a whole episode on the dark side of like paying for sex and shit like that. If you want to do it, bro, it's fine. But I think that you ain't going to get a woman's best if you're paying for it, bro.
Yeah.
You just ain't. There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
And then white pay you can get for free.
Right.
Is it fair to say that Jay-Z wife and Beyonce opened up more opportunities for him? Would be cool with the president if he was still going through 3 or 4s.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 1,000.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is
Yes.
very true.
That is
because
very true.
Guys that are
Yeah.
successful on a certain
Yes.
level respect guys that are married.
Yes.
It is what it is.
Yes.
Like, for example, let's say you work at a company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the owner of the company is married.
Mm-hmm.
If you're out here slanging dick to all these 3 or 4s, hoes, whatever,
Yes.
and he sees that, he's like, yo, like, I can't bring him to the parties, to the
Right.
events because
You don't have a
my
wife.
wife's gonna be like, oh no,
Right.
this guy's the
Right.
But if you're married, you know what, John? Come to a private event with me and my wife. Come to Cancun because now you can relate to you on a certain level. Oh, my wife is doing this today, bro. Yeah, I know how you feel, brother. It's crazy, man. She's annoying me, but hey, we're here at
From a
work.
marketing standpoint, it's also far better to be in a relationship. Like, you know,
Yes.
like it's better when you're marketed as a couple. And then here's the other thing too. Beyonce has a pretty damn squeaky clean image. And what
Yes.
she was able to do is she was able to take her squeaky image and clean the blemishes off of Jay-Z's record where he was selling, you know, crack and all this other shit.
Right.
Yeah.
People forget that Jay was a very degenerative rapper
Yes.
by by the standards of the 90s. But you know, him being with her, I ain't gonna say she sweened him up and shit, but like she basically sweened his image up.
Yeah.
So people don't realize that, yo, he actually was a street dude doing crazy shit back then. I mean, I just read some of all the lyrics. This is what Jay-Z used to be, you know, before that, me and my girlfriend. You know, I mean, I like the older Jay-Z stuff more, but that's me. And my favorite album was the Black album and the Blueprint.
Yes.
I think was his
The
best
Blueprint.
albums
The
by
Blueprint.
far. The Blueprint was,
Yeah.
was
That's
fantastic.
the only one I know. Blueprint.
Reasonable Doubt
That's
too.
it.
Reasonable Doubt is very good.
That's his first album.
Yes.
That was that had a bunch of Dead
Yes.
Presidents was a
Dead
fantastic
President.
song.
The one of my favorite one. Damn, getting old, man. Can't think of shit. But that one. Damn, that was a hot little song. I can't remember now. You know, I think of it before we get off the air though. But
Hold on, I'll get it right. I'll get it right now. People are going down memory lane
feeling
right
it,
now.
feeling it.
Yeah,
Feeling it.
that's my favorite song in the song.
Feeling it.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
feeling it.
that was a great song. That's one of my favorites.
Vibes Cartel. Anybody? Vibes Cartel?
Huh?
Never mind.
We're American, nigga.
Okay, yeah, man.
That's I'm gonna break down his case though. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's one of the top dance hall artists in Jamaica.
Reggae.
Vibes Cartel. Reggae.
Some of that shit sound good.
So in the club, that shit's good, man.
Some of that.
So like, you know, I am as a country nigga, man.
You need to come to Barbados with me, bro. To Barbados.
Okay.
It's paradise, man.
All right, I'll check it out.
Bring one of your girls.
That don't sound like one of the trips I want to bring a chick on. That sounds like one of those I need to claim as a business trip.
Nigga, man.
Yeah, man.
Free world boss.
That's how you know. What'd you grow up listening to so people kind of get to know AMS a little bit?
What?
Because you're a little bit older than us. So.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. I was like,
Oh, damn.
and
Rugged
junior
Thuggish Bone?
high school, yeah, Thuggish Rugged Bone. Tupac was around then with the first album. The first album.
Wake up. First of the month.
Tupac,
Wake
Bone
up,
Thugs and
wake up.
Harmony. All type of shit, man.
Right.
Keith Sweat. Let's not sleep on Keith Sweat.
Okay.
What y'all know about that Keith Sweat?
Okay.
Keith
I don't know
Sweat.
anything about it. I hate R&B, but that's just me.
For real?
Yeah.
Nigga, when you got that playlist on, comes in the room.
The reason I'm having a lot of hard time because a lot of those rappers were one-hit wonders. They ain't had no like, a lot of those guys were one-hit wonders and shit like that, man.
There's a lot of bullshit in the early 90s.
Tevin Campbell and all that shit.
A lot of good stuff, but a lot of people forget that there was a lot of bullshit in the early 90s, bro.
Yes.
Like there was
Tevin Campbell,
MC Hammer and shit.
Yes, that was like 80s. That was 80s.
Was it 80s?
Late 80s.
If Touch This came out early 90s.
I can't touch this.
Yo,
Yeah, it's 1990.
Yo, someone said Amos used to run Death Row.
Suge Knight. So I seen one of them say I seen one of them say that. Said sure. Another one just said he looked like C.T. Fletcher.
Oh man.
How about the good looking guys? How about Coming? What Coming?
Oh shit. Common, Talib Kweli, Black Star. Y'all probably didn't even know about that. Talib Kweli. Does he even make music anymore? A lot of these artists are gone, bro. Like,
or like they put out albums and only hardcore fans even keep up with.
Even know.
But you know what? If you got a level of hardcore fans, that you still will make a good.
That's better than having a bunch of Fairweather fans.
Yes, absolutely.
Real talk.
And that's what Bun B was telling Pimp C about going mainstream. He wanted to keep his hardcore fans about it because he didn't want to make that song with Jay-Z.
Oh, he didn't want to do it?
No, Pimp C didn't.
Oh,
Pimp C did not want to make that song.
I did not know that.
Bun B had to talk him into it because he thought that was getting away from his hardcore fans.
Yeah. I mean, at the time, Jay was one of the hottest artists, so that was a mainstream song.
But that was a commercial song. He didn't want to do it. He got talked into doing it.
Houston's always kind of been like, they're very big on protecting their culture, when it comes to chopped and screwed music, whatever. I mean, Houston hit the scene in 05, right? With Mike Jones and Paul Wall.
With the lean.
And the lean and shit. Like, they innovated a lot of things. It's just that people didn't find out about it until like 05.
Yes, 05 when they took off.
So but back
they had a couple of hits on. Yeah.
Now that's probably one of the most Redpill songs ever. Like that shit. I was like, it's funny. You listen to songs like as a kid, right? And then you listen to it again as an adult with awareness, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
You seen The Notebook?
I've never seen The Notebook.
Notebook is a Red Pill movie.
Okay.
Watch it tonight.
Okay,
Any of y'all guys watch The Notebook?
I thought it was like a chick flick.
Watch it. That's what I thought. I thought it was about some old bastards sitting on the push talking. I was like, it's nothing like that. The whole movie, they flash back to their younger days, and this guy, he's trying to win her back. She done left him for some rich type Mongol or whatever. And he's trying to win her back, but he's a bum now and stuff like that.
You know a song. You know a song fucked me up, bro. I used to like it back as a kid, and then I got older, and I was like, "Oh, this shit is a fucking lie." Carrie Hilson, The Way I Are. That song is such a fucking lie.
I don't know.
The way I what?
The Way I Are. I ain't got no money with Timbaland.
I ain't got no money.
I can't even take you on a date. It don't matter. Because, it was like, wait, in my head, I'm
You're
like,
the perfect soulmate.
Yeah, there you go. Talk to me, girl. Oh, baby. Chris knows the fuck I'm talking about, bro. That song was cap. Yeah, y'all niggas in the chat know what I'm talking about. That shit was fucking 1000% cap. Listen to that song. Carrie Hilson, The Way I Are, Timbaland. Listen to the lyrics, guys. Put the closed caption on. Listen to that shit. You're going to be like, what the fuck? This is a fucking lie. Girls would never, I got no money to take you on a date, all this other shit. Like, this girl talking about, oh, that's okay, your personality. That's a lie. All right. What else? There was one other thing I was going to say. We're talking about The Notebook.
Notebook. This is hilarious.
Damn. Yeah, Fresh is lost right now. Just so y'all niggas know. He's like, wait, American pop culture, music, movies. Oh, I don't know what's going on right now.
Gone with the Wind. Gotta watch that too. Red
when
Pill.
did that come out? Like in the 40s, 50s?
Shit, might be before then. But I'm telling you, watch it with your red pill lenses and watch.
Okay, now
you know
watch as an adult.
You know what I watch on Netflix? Sex Life. That's a really good one.
On Netflix?
It talks about a woman, right, that dated this bad boy back in the day, and she found a guy that was good to her because the guy was obviously bad to her, didn't treat her well, but she still loves him, wants to be with him, but she found a guy that wants to take care of her, marry her, have kids with her. So she marries that guy, has kids, but she's always thinking about the bad boy back in the day. So what happens is she's married to the guy,
react to that?
And she's writing in a journal about the sex life with the guy, where he used to go, all the fun times, because she's bored with the new guy. And she gets a text or a phone call from the guy randomly, and she goes to see him in the city, and it's a whole like back and forth between her choosing her husband over the bad boy. It's RP as hell, bro. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, no, I mean we could react to that. Yeah. I mean, we did it with Tinder Swindler. You can react to Netflix. You just got to be real cautious about
let's do it.
Doing it, man. And then something also I was gonna say that Forrest Gump. That movie.
I never watched Forrest Gump. I never watched it. I never watched it.
Sad, bro.
Yeah, like that movie.
I'll watch it now.
Like watching it.
I'm gonna watch it now.
Check it out. Shit, should I not?
Huh?
It's very red pill, is what I'm gonna say. Like the
I'm gonna watch
girl,
it.
pay
I'm gonna watch
attention
it
to
now.
the girl. Like
All right.
she's the definition of like having fun in your fucking party.
Yeah. Don't tell me.
Okay.
Don't tell me. I want to watch it. I'm gonna watch it when I go in the room.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, I think it's on Prime or something.
You could probably.
I get to pay for it.
We need to eat first.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm gonna go eat.
Yeah.
Okay. We got some chats here.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that little diversion, I guess, from which this is a podcast about helping niggas make money, and we don't talk about
that was 2 hours ago.
Carrie Hilson.
Yeah,
we ain't said shit about money.
Fresh and BBC, big homie, you still live? Come on, bro. We got cheeks to clap. Don't make me remind you what that freak shorty was saying in the messages. Come on, man. We gotta go. Okay.
I'm a man of God, bro. I don't know what you're talking
All
about.
right. Thanks, Fresh and BBC. All right.
Amos, where can I find you, bro?
Where can they find you, bro?
AlphaMaleStrategies.com. Make sure y'all come check out my channel. They got the link in the description. Follow me on Instagram at alpha_male_s.
And get his book, guys.
And get his Patreon,
please.
man.
Get
Please.
on his Patreon.
I gotta feed my
YouTube is
women.
good.
Please.
You think YouTube is good? Patreon's even better.
Yeah,
Yes.
check him out.
Thank you.
We're patrons of his, guys, even to this
Thank
day,
you.
man.
Thank
It's
you.
great
And
stuff,
they don't
man.
need me.
Go check them out. Yeah, bro.
Right.
So, guys, I know you guys are probably going, "What? Don't worry, we're gonna have AMS coming back.
I'll be back,
down
fellas.
here to Miami periodically because I know you guys really enjoy these collabs,
you
man.
need a spot here, bro.
Yeah. So you guys will see AMS more. I know you guys are fucking super hyped. So you guys will see him more. We'll have more shows like this. This was an off the cuff show, and y'all really showed up and really enjoyed it. So I appreciate it. Go check out his Patreon. Get his book, Alpha Male Strategies. Dating unlocked and dating in the social media age is the title of that one, and then Alpha Money Strategies, guys. So go check out his books, man. They're on Amazon. Check them out on YouTube. Subscribe to his goddamn channel. Okay, subscribe to it. It's Alpha Male Strategies, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow when we break down the XQC Andrew Tate debate. And we love you guys. Peace.
Peace.